Oh, I was about to say, what the heck happened? Welcome back, everybody, to another episode, first episode of the year 2025, episode 20, Open Discussions, where we will be discussing various topics allowing women to understand us men and men to understand women, all in a respectful manner. With that being said, I'll slide it over to my co-host.
Welcome back, guys. Hey, first episode of 2025, episode number 20. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys all for the support in 2024. We didn't really have an idea on how this was going to go, and you guys kept asking for it, and you know, we're bringing the heat. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing more entertainment to you guys, and again, thank you all for tuning in and supporting the channel. With that being said, we have some very special guests tonight.
Yeah, let's get
very right special guest tonight.
Let's get right into our guest. First guest of 2025. So we're gonna go right to left. So you first and then Jess. But yeah, so can we get your name?
Try to get these right like as close as you can.
Right to left. Right to left.
Hi, I'm Kim.
A little bit closer.
Yeah, because they're condensers.
Yeah. So all right, can we get your name, your age, single or taken, kids or no kids?
Okay. Kimberly, age is 28. No kids, and I'm unavailable. So.
Ooh, unavailable.
Good for you.
My name is Jessica. I'm 28, no kids, and I am single.
Ooh, that sounds good. I like the way you said unavailable because some people would just be like, "Oh, I'm taken," but unavailable literally means don't even shoot your shot.
Situationship.
Yeah, literally means don't
exclusiveness.
Don't shoot your shot.
Don't shoot your shot.
Ain't going nowhere.
Exclusivity.
That's funny. All right, so we'll ask a question. The very first question. So you guys should be prepared a little bit. What is your ideal man that you would like? If you could just put all your potions in and mix it up. What is your ideal man that you would like to have? Right to left. Right to
Me
left.
first?
Yeah.
Okay. Romantic, financially stable, and just passionate, ambitious. Yeah.
Is that what he carries at the moment?
What are you talking about?
You say you're unavailable.
I'm unavailable. That's all that means. Just like
Oh,
your
okay.
next.
All right. Hey, that's cool. Yeah. All right, bet. She's selective. I like it. Okay.
Selective. She in her selective phase.
I like it.
In her selective phase. All right, what about you, Jess?
What do I look for in a man? Somebody that'll accept me for me, that's strong-willed. Obviously, he has to be very masculine. Somebody that supports me, as in, like, pushes me to be the best person I could be. And somebody that's, like, emotionally, like, intelligent. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just a partner to, like, I can, like, grow with, pretty much.
Dang, that's a lot to ask for. No, I'm just joking. Hey, but since that was a good question. I mean, a good answer. Actually, this sounds like you thought about that. Pretty.
I did.
That is well put together.
Well put together. She's reading her.
Yeah, straight up.
Reading her head. Go ahead, Ariel.
Yeah. So let's kick things off a little bit on what are some learning lessons that you got out of 2024. Let's talk about that. What are some things that you're like, hey, you know what, I fucked up here, but hey, I'm glad I went through that because now this is how I'm gonna approach 2025.
I definitely feel like my whole life has definitely been like a learning lesson, not just like 2024. Because I'm like, fuck Jessica, like what the fuck? But I feel like I've definitely made mistakes from like where I am and like where I want to be, but I'm just like, you know what, it's not the end of the world yet. Like I have to like live day by day and like learn from the experience, but I'm getting so sidetracked. What was the question again?
What was that?
What you learned in 2024?
What'd you learn? What'd you learn to set you up right for this year?
To actually like focus on my goals and become like a better person.
So to put yourself first.
Yes. Set boundaries.
Yeah.
Boundaries are very important. What about you, Kim?
I think she's basically said it right. Put yourself first, because putting yourself or putting other people first, they don't really care about you like that. Mm-hmm. I've got so many friends or people that I used to talk to or hang out with that were like, they didn't care that I did so much for them. They were just like takers instead of givers. And yeah, I'm such a giver, and like people just took advantage of it, and I had to cut some people off. So.
Was it friends or guys that took advantage of your kindness and your?
It's anybody, just guys or girls, because I have a lot of friends. I have like guy friends and also girlfriends, but they kind of just like take what comes with you, and they just like take it, and like instead of like reciprocating, like
Okay.
yeah, and
I
I learned to like weed people out or like know whenever somebody has bad intentions with me.
How can you tell though somebody has bad intentions with you? Let's say you're talking to a guy and y'all go on a date. How can you tell like he has bad intentions? Like what flags, red flags would he show you?
When they don't ask about you, like they don't ask personally, like where you're from. They don't try to get to know you like that. That's when you know like they're not interested in me. They just want to
Whatever they can get out of you.
And yeah, I think that's mainly when they don't ask questions about you.
Or like how you're doing.
Yeah.
Like how your day was.
Anything like that.
the basic.
It's like you can still like, even if that's what you're after, like you can still establish something, right? Like create a space for the girl to be like, yeah, you know what, I like him and I feel safe. I feel like I can trust him. Even if you're just trying to go after that, I feel like you can't just go straight to it. There's like a process to it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys miss the mark on that because they come off as like someone who's somewhat desperate. Whenever you get that like at the end of the night, like, oh, I'll come upstairs with you. No, man, like hell no. Unless she says it, cool. But even if here's and I would argue this, like if you really want to play the game right, if she asks you to go upstairs, like, nah, I'm good. So, yeah, have a good night. Yeah, have a good night. We'll talk.
She gonna be like, what?
Well, you kind of see what kind of person she is by asking you to go upstairs. Like,
yeah, but you create some kind of like intrigue or mystery behind that. Like, why do you say no? Yeah. But you can't come off desperate. Like that's one thing, man. But I get you.
All right, so where's some like one thing? All right, I'll give me two things each that you guys are trying to work on this year. Whether it's personally or family-wise, in your career, whatever it is, what are two things you guys are trying to work on this year? 2025.
I think I procrastinate a lot. There's a lot of goals that I usually like, I'm going to do this year, and like I never do it because I make a lot of like, what they say, like you make a lot of excuses for yourself. I make so many excuses that I'm so busy all the time when I'm really not. And then I used to put a lot of people first before me, and I would only be able to do certain things only if like my friends came or if only like somebody was there with me to do it. And I think I need to work on like doing things by myself and actually making my goals happen by myself, trusting myself. Like I think that's a really hard thing that I need.
Yeah, that's good because like they say, you should be able to be happy alone and then get with somebody, and then you don't rely on them for your happiness because you were already happy before y'all met. Yeah. So then y'all, like Jess said, y'all can actually build together because y'all are individually happy already, and then y'all start talking, and then boom, boom, boom. All right, so what about you, Jess? What is one or two things you're trying to work on 2025?
I have a lot I need to work on. Honestly.
All right, let's start the list. Start reading off your head.
I actually have a whole list on my phone.
Let's bring it out. Let's read it. Let's
really?
Go down.
Yeah,
I want to see
you
this list.
You got 5 minutes to talk about them.
Yeah, let's go.
I do have a list.
Let's go. What do you got?
Okay,
that you're actually gonna work on this year?
Yes, I do.
Oh, what the hell, Jessica?
I have a list. I was like, 2025 is my year. I gotta get.
Well, yeah, you gotta be intentional and clear and have clarity and purpose.
Intentions.
Yeah, see that?
There you go.
25
intentions.
Straight up.
List. Okay, good.
All right, let's just get. You can give us like 4.
Top five.
Yeah, give us like 4 or 5.
Okay. So, like I said earlier, set more boundaries. Say no more. Let's see. I want to spread more love. I want good like relationships with people.
Yeah.
Less alcohol. For sure.
And then we started off the first.
With
alcohol.
Water.
More self-care and let go of toxic people in my life, and just like forgiving people as well that like hurt me in the past. I feel like
forgive but never forget.
Yeah,
just keep moving.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so how would you go about eliminating people from y'all's lives that y'all don't necessarily want there any longer, just because you can tell, like she said, their intentions are bad, or they're just not living the lifestyle you want no more for your future? How would you go about eliminating them from your life? Would you just like slowly stop talking to them, or what would y'all do? Right to left.
Probably.
Yeah, just like slowly like push yourself away.
Yeah.
Don't really invite people places. pretend you're asleep a lot.
Yeah.
I sleep, as far as I know, I sleep every day. So, all the time.
She's like, I'm asleep, but she's at Six Flags.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, what about you? What would you do to eliminate some of these people?
I'm still kind of working on that. So
You don't know what you would do yet? or
well,
how you wanna
obviously,
handle it?
yeah, I'd have to like stray away from them, not respond, I guess. I mean, I could honestly just be like, hey,
I'm busy. I'm
Yeah.
asleep.
But people
I'm
pop up
asleep.
to your house, though. People literally drive up to your house knowing, like, your location.
yeah,
I pop up to her house.
Would you say that you're a little too trusting in other people?
definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's like, it's like a flaw in me. I mean, it's not a flaw, but I just need to like I said, I need to work on like boundaries, I think.
And saying no, yeah. If somebody pulls up at like 12, they're like, hey, come on, girl, I'm already outside. You're like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
Instead of just being
Yeah,
like,
you need to
hell
stop doing
no,
that.
go back
No,
home.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Well, actually, so boundaries, yeah, I get that, but really, it comes down to self-respect and knowing
Yeah.
your worth and your value, right?
Yeah.
So I know, I agree. I mean, there's some things that I need to work on too, and that actually falls into line. Although I don't feel like I struggle with that, but I know what you mean.
What
I
is
feel
that?
like I'm also like a people pleaser.
Might be the cancer in you.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, but like I feel like us guys, us men, like I put people above me.
Yeah.
Like I always make sure that the people around me, the closest to me, are in good standing, and I worry too much about that, where I put them above myself, and that's fine. That's who I am. There's nothing wrong with that. But what you're basically entailing is that your boundaries are just saying no and having that self-respect for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like just because I'm not to where like I personally want to be like in life, so I'm like I need to like focus on me, myself, and growing, and then I can like go and like, yeah, I can help you, or yeah, we can do this, blah blah blah. But
Yo, Roger, do you know? Because I got a text that the pizza driver is in our neighborhood. He hasn't knocked, has he?
No, he hasn't. I would have seen it on the green camera.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
we got some pizza coming in, by the way, and we got a special guest if he does come in. But
Yeah, if you like pineapples and pepperoni.
Pineapples on
put,
pepperoni.
Pineapples in the chat, because that's disgusting.
Why are you bashing it?
Hey,
Pineapple
but,
pepperoni
okay.
is good.
We'll get into this real quick. So, is marriage still a thing that you're looking for in the future?
100%.
definitely,
yeah.
100% both
100%.
ways.
Marriage first, kids after, happy family.
Okay, so with
Yeah.
you being 28, is there a rush, or is there like a time limit for you to, want to get married, for you to have kids? So you would be
I'm
okay
not,
with?
No, I'm not definitely not in a rush for that. If it happens, it
Well,
happens.
I would say, okay, well, statistically, right, and
Here we
according to
Here we go.
science, right,
Science.
women, hold on, women are on a biological clock, right? Because the older you get, the more dangerous it becomes for you to have a kid. So this is why, like, we kind of go deep into this kind of shit, because, like, in your early years, in your 20s, really is your prime time to if you want to have kids, you want to have family, like, this is the time to do it. I'm not saying that you have to go out and do it. I mean, whatever we say, like, I'm sure you won't take it and be like, oh, wow, shit, I left with something impactful
Real
here.
shit there.
Yeah, no. But the problem is that also, like, when you're in a relationship and the woman is like ready to have kids, right? But the man is like, nah, I'm not ready yet. Why? Because he's on a financial clock. It's different, right? And so he wants to make sure that he's able to provide and he's able to, you know what I'm saying? There's some guys that are cool with the 9 to 5 for the rest of their lives. I get it. Personally, me, no. Like, I'm not, I that's the only reason why I don't have kids, or I haven't had kids yet. But I do, yeah, at some point I will, for sure. But
you can still adopt and stuff. You don't have.
well, yeah, no, I know,
I'm not-
foster. Well, here's the thing. I want 12 kids.
12.
12, yes.
12.
I want 5.
Yeah, me
Nice,
too.
okay.
I want
Yeah,
twins.
hell yeah.
I want 5
Yeah,
kids.
that means you're gonna have to
Little
get started.
squad.
You're gonna have to get started soon if you want 5, unless you're going back to back to
I
back.
can
to back
adopt.
to
I
back
can
to back.
adopt. I can adopt.
I dig that. Yeah, hell yeah.
adopt.
I actually, that it's crazy because I've like, so anytime I say 12, every people are like, what the fuck? Like 12? No,
That is a
well,
lot.
4 or 5 of my own and then adopt or foster, right? Like that's really, but that's the goal. 12.
That's lit.
If I had 12,
Hell yeah.
I would want all
Straight up.
12 to be mine. If I had 12,
That'd be cool.
I would want to see what they all looked like.
But how can you?
deeper
Okay,
they
so
get.
but the concept behind there is like, oh, it's gonna take you 12 years, right?
Yeah.
No,
No, but you know what's funny about that? I'm reminded about this one scene on Family Guy where he's like, what you want to do is have a bunch of kids because that increases the chances of one of them becoming a Hollywood kid.
You got way more chances.
But at the same time, though, if you want to speed up the process, right? Because it's not our fault that women take 9 months to have kids. So,
So you gotta get 2 or 3 pregnant.
so you got to get 3 impregnated at the same time.
So you can go.
You
3
break
years,
down that-
9. 3 years in a row. 3 years in a row, you got 9 kids.
Exactly.
9 kids
Yeah, so you
knocked
break
out,
down the time like in half. You
and they
know
all
what I'm
got
saying?
somebody to hang out with. Now.
Yeah,
Older
yeah,
brother,
straight
younger
up.
brother. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
I see
kidding,
what
by
you're
the way.
That's a good
I
idea.
think you are.
I'm kidding. I'm
That's
kidding.
not a
I'm
good-
kidding.
that's a
He's not
good
very
idea.
passionate about that. His tone got a little higher.
He's like, screw it,
He had a
15
plan.
kids.
15 kids. Nah, I'm joking. No, but yeah, to your point, yes, I'd love to have them all with the same person. Of course, I don't want to have like multiple baby mamas. I don't. Again, that's
Bro,
crazy.
12 kids with one girl.
No, not by one
You're tearing
girl.
her
Like
up,
we're
though,
talking
like,
about 5 actual kids, right? And then the rest fostered or adopted for sure.
Even then, 5. You
You
tear
can have
her
like
up.
surrogates and stuff.
Yeah,
That too.
true. I would want to
That
surrogate.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a lot better. Have
Hell
somebody
yeah.
else go through it so your wife's body can look better than better than hers for sure.
All right, so let me.
You didn't answer that. You
Oh, yeah,
said
go
it
ahead.
is, but like, when would you want to get married? I mean, there's
I
always
agree with Kim.
There's always this idea though, like that you would want to get married, and not like you said, but like, when would you want to get married?
When I find the right person.
How do you know if they're the right person?
When you find the right person.
You know when it's the right person. Like
Right?
you're just happy all the time. Like they get you. You just vibe. Like if you have questions about somebody that's not the right person, that's not your person.
I wouldn't say it's vibing. I would say it's attraction.
Yeah.
I mean, it also has to do with like you guys like compromising together. You know what I'm saying? Because whenever you marry someone, you're marrying someone for
You know
like
what?
the rest of your life.
And you know what? That brings us to this particular clip right here. Let me go ahead and pull it up real quick.
Oh, the baby mamas, please.
No.
Hold on, hold on,
Please.
hold on.
Oh, he's pulling up. He's I just got the text.
Bet.
Good old Aiden.
Right there.
Yeah, so this guy has 5 different baby mamas pregnant at the
Wow.
same time at 22. If he does this one more time in the next year, he's got 10, and he's right behind you, bro.
Yeah,
So he's
yeah,
gonna
true.
be broke as fuck.
He's supposed to be a rapper. hey,
That's the
hey,
point.
hey, Zeddy
That's
Will.
if he's a good dad.
No, no.
He's
I
probably.
could do it.
Yeah.
Not,
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. That's a hard one.
not Zeddy Wells. Crazy. Alright.
Jesus with the goals. Yeah, with the goals.
If men
Alright,
could have
so,
kids, it would.
Crystal Gale go say, give me heart.
Hi.
Jesus Hernandez says, just with the goals. Hugo
Hello?
says, Kimberly is wise
Hello?
beyond her years.
Purr.
At Bash for cash.
Hello?
If men could have kids, it would only.
I think he's outside.
A week? Y'all would literally die.
Quit.
Like y'all
Quit.
can't handle sickness. Y'all would be like,
he's outside.
Quit.
You want me to try
Oh,
to
yeah,
invite
yes.
homeboy in?
Yeah.
No, he's gonna come in. Yeah, let him come in.
He's,
Let's
you
see
know
if he
him like
wants
that or
to.
not?
Yeah, I think
Huh?
he'd be
Do you know
good.
him like that or not?
I mean, I see him all the time.
I think he should come in.
You know, he's old.
he speaks English.
He's banging on the
No.
door.
Oh,
It sounds like he's banging on the door.
Y'all have to be
He doesn't speak
respectful.
English.
Does.
Oh, fuck.
No. Oh, you can't
I'm
speak
fuck. I don't know
Spanish.
Espanol. I'm no sabo.
Me too. Like,
You are?
Damn.
No habla
You,
español?
I'm pretty sure you know more than he does.
No poquito or
Poquito.
mucho.
She. She
Grande? Grande?
She
No, I'm
knows.
just playing. All right, we can set up another shot real quick while
Okay.
he brings y'all's food that y'all
Are we paused or are we still going?
No, yeah,
Still
we're
going?
still going. There's no pausing on a live stream. Well, maybe there is. I don't fucking know, to be honest.
You know, it'd be
But-
cool if we had like somebody that come in like put powder on my nose and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
midway through
Yeah,
it.
we should have hired somebody. Why
Yeah,
didn't
we
you do
Loki
that?
should have.
Wait, do you need some of that? And do you want it in there or do you want the...
No, in here, please.
Okay. Pour a little bit. You need more squirt?
Yes. Sure. why
You're
not?
good, though, right? Because
What?
you haven't barely sipped any of yours.
Is that new?
This is yours.
That's
haven't-
new?
No,
haven't
that's
grabbed
been there.
it.
Yeah, you haven't grabbed it. It's been there this whole time.
Oh, I swear I finished it.
Nah. I don't
You sure
think
it's-
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nah, he was like, homeboy's married. I was like, yo, you know, we can talk about experience.
Here,
from,
hey, you
like-
can put it right here, bro, on this table.
Where's he gonna
Fuck
sit?
yes,
Where's he gonna
I
sit
am
on your
starving.
lap?
No, right there.
Yeah, right there's good.
Oh, you're just gonna pass it around.
here. Or
The fuck, we ain't got no space. Yeah, put it right there.
Okay, if I move this
That
in this
guy's got
sauce.
fucking end tables everywhere.
Oh, okay, man, whatever.
Yeah, man. So you can just grab whatever they want. What, you gonna be passing out the pizza?
Yeah.
He's like,
I want want you touching
Yeah,
all
man,
over.
come on, bro.
Touch all over the pizza. Oh, this is another squirt. Okay.
Wait, which one's mine? I think that one's mine. I
That's
just grabbed
yours.
it.
I can't believe we have pizza, you guys.
I know.
Crazy.
This is actually the first time anybody's ever.
It's the first
We're
time for
making
everything.
history.
First time for everyththing.
There you go. That's for you guys.
This is the first time anyone's gone to eat.
And they actually buffalo. Yeah, don't eat none of the pepperoni.
Like, you
Save
brought the right people
pepperoni.
to the, to
Save
the
the pepperoni
podcast.
for us. Save the pepperoni for us.
I don't know if I'm gonna eat on camera
Y'all's
right now.
nasty ass.
Oh, okay.
Pineapple.
One of the chats if you like Ariel's ass.
Yeah.
Huh?
Right there.
Oh,
right there.
shit.
that thing
Oh,
was
that's
eating.
crazy.
That thing was
What?
eating.
Oh.
That's crazy, bro. Nah.
He's bending over in front of the camera like that.
All right,
That's crazy.
before y'all get to those first slice, we'll go into my next question real quick. So do y'all have any promiscuous friends?
Do you have hoe friends?
Kim says, "What does promiscuous mean?" So
Do you have hoe
promiscuous
friends?
means, do you have
No.
friends that are hoes, do hoe activities?
No. My
3 or
friends are all
4.
angels.
They're all wholesome.
Yeah.
All of them, every single
All of
one,
them, yes.
every single one, wholesome.
Go friends. I love
And they
y'all.
are. I would marry all of them.
You would marry all of them, every single
Each
one.
one.
Yeah, they're all fun.
They're
That's
great
real
time.
friendship.
It's good to
That's
Yeah,
touching.
you. Get,
I felt touched. Anyway, so all right, let's
I feel like they're lying.
go ahead, grab your pizza. Grab your pizza. Go ahead, do your thing. Do your
They're
thing. Grab your pizza.
Damn, I can't
That's
be the first one. Cause yeah,
Nah,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
You can, go ahead.
Yeah,
You
man.
want it? Go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
You
I'm
got
fucking
it.
starving.
Don't be
Yeah.
shy to get what you said you wanted.
Did y'all get that buffalo?
We did, yes.
Hell no. Oh, you want this? Disgust.
Man, grab both
Man, you might as well
slices.
grab that
yeah.
big one. Yeah, I know. How
you already
you
touched
get
it up
the
and
little
shit.
one and be
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't nobody else eating that
Man.
one.
Ain't nobody want none of that whole
Okay,
pizza.
so then why you worry about it?
That's yours.
That's
Take
go
that
ahead, go
with
ahead.
you.
I'm okay.
You want pizza?
It's because she knows pineapple and pepperoni
Close
ain't good.
All right. My question is, how has social media affected relationships?
Oh fuck.
Surprisingly, a lot of guys that I know don't have social media. Oh, sorry.
You're lying. No way.
No, I'm being serious. Most of the guys that I met my whole life, they didn't have social media. Literally, like maybe like 7 out of 10.
I'm fucking dead. Some guy said he was like, I smoke cap.
Yeah, I smoke cap too.
So what part?
To which
To the
one?
last one about
To
having
promiscuous friends.
About promiscuous friends.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
You don't know
either.
my friends.
We don't have to know. We don't have to know them, but it's the perception of what we see.
No, all of my
And
friends
how
are
you-
lover girls. They want to be in
You
love.
can be a lover.
Bash
You
for
can be a
cash.
lover
You guys
girl,
know
but
bash for cash.
Nah. Oh, I don't know.
No.
No, I don't.
So, okay, to the question though, how has it affected relationships, social media?
I mean, I don't really even respond on social media to anybody.
Me either. I have to meet them in person.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about relationships.
I know. I mean, like that's
Oh.
what I'm trying to like get at. Like,
Just like a general, you can generalize it, right? Like not directly to your experience, but how you feel that like nowadays.
because I feel like anything can be like brought to somebody's attention. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, with my last relationship, I feel like I got in trouble a lot because people would like post me, but I wouldn't even be really doing anything. I would just be out.
Yeah.
And so since I'm like out, they're like, oh, well, you're doing this, this, and that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't even know these people, like, but I'm just a bystander. Yeah.
Okay.
An innocent bystander.
Yeah.
An innocent
I
bystander.
mean, I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
No. No, absolutely
I
not.
know what you mean. I know what you mean.
We got a
Yeah.
question from Hugo. He said, have you gotten any advice from your friends with kids or friends that have been married?
Yes.
That's a good question. What have they told you?
Yeah.
To enjoy life.
I don't think I have any
Stay
friends that are married.
promiscuous.
They're like,
Stay promiscuous. Keep your doors open.
and,
Yeah. Actually, you know, it's a very interesting topic. Women never, actually, anyone never really has their doors closed.
Nah.
Never.
It's like I heard somebody tell me like 2 weeks ago, they were like, it was a girl too. She was like, don't allow your boyfriend to stop you from finding your husband.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, see, but
Yeah, straight up.
that's the exact way how they'll think about it. And even then, for the woman to allow another man to start getting that much attention from her, for her to realize, hey, this guy is actually the guy I like, is like, you already done lost her at that point. If she's already talking to this guy, texting this guy, whatever it is, you already done lost her. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess maybe that would be the next guy in line.
That just means you're
That's
not happy.
wild.
Like, why are you saying so with somebody that you're not happy with?
Define happiness.
Like when you love spending time with somebody, you kind of know. Like you don't really want to hang out with anybody else. You don't want to talk to anybody else.
I would actually say it's not a good thing though. Spending
Because
too
now
much
you're
time.
relying.
No.
On,
You can still have your friends. Like if anything, if Jessica were to be dating somebody and like she's so in love with him, I'll still hang out with her. I just gain another friend. Like that's her man is another friend of mine too. And we still all hang out. He'll trust me because I'm not like that, but we'll all go out. I could go out with Jessica and he'll know. Does that make sense?
You're in good hands.
Yeah. If anything, you should be worried about me and Jessica just like fighting the concrete or something. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel that. Yeah.
Fighting on the concrete.
When you're happy, you don't really look anywhere else.
Well, you're not supposed to look anywhere else.
You just don't care about anybody else.
Okay, so if there was a rando that was gonna holler at you,
Hell no.
and you don't, and you're single at this time, where would be a good place for a guy to holler at you?
The library.
But how often do you go to the library?
I actually do go to the library.
Okay. Like the public library?
Yes. Leave me alone.
Man, you ain't going to no library to find. Man, come on, look, you ain't doing all that. Like usually nowadays when you go out where you meet people, it's gonna be lounges, clubs, shit. Like that's what it is. You know, some people say, "Oh, I'll go to I don't know, Whole Foods, Sprouts."
Hey, those are good places.
Nah, Komodo's wait.
Those are good places right there. Those are good places though.
Nah, man, let's be real. Where you're looking, it's either gonna be Instagram. Instagram's the biggest dating app.
I do have friends that have like met their partners on social media, and I'm like, that's fucking crazy. That's
weird.
wild.
How is that weird?
I mean, it's not weird in today's world, but to me, I don't think
People look different than what they look on Instagram.
Yeah, but again, look, hold up.
That's only because people like to Photoshop their pictures and stuff like that. But other than that, like
if you find someone attractive, they follow you, and you're like, oh shit, let me check out his profile.
No.
Okay, cool. Nah, hold up. You find that his profile, his resume, because Instagram really is a resume. How you present yourself on Instagram, that's how someone's gonna perceive to see you and say, okay, this is how he moves. Okay, cool. I'm gonna reply to his message. Now, if you guys are vibing, right? You're gonna give the opportunity to meet him in person. You're gonna be like, nah, there's something about this guy. I like him. No, yeah, 100%.
I can't meet anybody on social media. Yeah. That's like you're putting up a front on Instagram. You don't really know them like that. You don't even know if you vibe. Like I can't. I have to meet you in person, and then you come up to me anywhere I'm at. Because I usually go to like bars, lounges. I don't go to clubs.
It's literally what he said though.
Yeah,
is where you would go to find a guy nowadays.
Yeah, so
which
I'm
is
answering.
bad.
Yeah. No, it's not bad. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
So I go to like restaurant bars. Like if you go to a restaurant, like if you go to freaking not Komodo, but like Stillwell's. That's like an upscale restaurant, and it's like a bar. Not that many people go there, but that's where you can meet somebody real quick. But even then, regardless, I can't meet anybody on like Instagram. That because you never know. You're wasting your time talking to them, wasting your time texting them. I hate texting. And then whenever you show up in person, y'all might not vibe. Like it might be weird as hell. The person might not look the way you think they look.
That's when you just get your free meal and head on to the
I
next
can't do
one.
that. That's a waste of my time. I could be doing
Get my
anything
free
else. I could
meal,
be at the
yeah.
gym. I could buy my own meal. I don't need that.
Man, I'm gonna have me a pizza. Fuck it.
With
Pepperoni.
With pineapple?
Man, fuck it. Yeah, man, fuck it. Let's go.
Pineapple or you want pepperoni?
Let's do straight pepperoni. Yeah, you know it. Yeah. It's a weird combination. Not judging, but weird combination.
Judging. Pineapple.
I don't know. Fuck.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Right there.
Never. Yeah, get that little one.
It's been an all carb day, which is crazy. All right, here we go.
I went to the gym already. I ran.
All right, so where would you since you said social media is not a good place to find men, what would be a good place for a man to try to come hit on you if he found you in person? Would you like him to come hit on you at the bar or wherever you're at, or somewhere more aesthetically pleasing like yoga, or you're at the gym, or you're at Target,
hot Pilates,
something like that?
Damn.
Sorry, I have like pizza.
Yeah, you can go ahead, Jess. Go ahead, Jess. Where would you want a guy to come holler at you? Like, if you could pick and choose, like, in your mind, imagination.
I know, my imagination.
I can't do like Walmart or like Target. I have to I literally just go in and out type of thing, and I look ratchet as hell. I don't need nobody coming up to me like that.
This is a good question for you guys. How's your relationship with your dad affected your relationship with men?
Damn.
That's a good question.
Oh yeah.
Hey, shout out to Sarah.
It hasn't affected mine. I mean, I love my dad.
I love my dad too, but
Yo,
I definitely have like
Daddy issues?
Oh, I see. Yeah. Dude, I mean, I get some tailored, but like honestly, they just fit. Straight up,
They
like,
just fit.
They just fit, dog. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta be lucky where they just where they just fit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I mean, I'd try them on if they, you know what I'm saying? It depends, but yeah. I don't know if that was the answer you're looking for, but where does he get his, fitted? Like I said, just different stores, Suit Supply.
Bash for cat.
Actually, if you go to Suit Supply, man, you get yourself a suit there, they'll tailor it for you. Yeah.
Suits is good. I would say just go to, what is it? What's the one? Express. Express.
Oh, you
is
go to
good.
Express? Yeah,
Express
yeah,
is good
yeah.
for men's clothes and whatnot.
Yeah, it's cool.
Wait, so does that mean you have a good relationship with your dad, Kim?
Mm-hmm.
And then, so like, do you think that you look for in men what your dad provided for you
Hell
when
yes.
you were younger?
100%.
Okay. Like always, it's always been like that? Or when did you realize that that's kind of what you were always wanting and looking for in men as you got older? Or like, when did you realize that?
Well, my mom and my dad, they like love each other. They're like lovey-dovey. Like my mom would die without my dad, and like my dad would die without my mom. So I always saw the relationship. They were always happy. Like,
How long have they been together?
I don't even know, to be honest. I mean, I'm 28, probably like 30 years.
Dang, since before you were born?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's lit
good.
then.
Yeah, no, my parents are like their best friends. My mom would kill like the children for my dad. Like, no, they love each other. And so I see that. I see the way they love each other. I see how happy they are. I see like how they take on anything by like being together.
Mm-hmm.
And I want that. Like I know that exists. So
Yeah.
So if you didn't find that till 40, what would you do in the meantime?
I mean, I'm gonna continue just doing what I do, like
What is that?
building myself, going to the gym, being content with who I became, making my parents proud by like working hard. They're immigrants, so it's like I'm here for them. I'm here to do everything that I'm doing for them. I'm gonna be successful for them. So that's
What is success to you?
whenever my family doesn't have to worry about anything. To me that's success. Whenever I do, I'm good for myself and for my family. That's when I know I made it.
Like, well, okay, but when you say family, are you saying like your immediate mom and dad? Or are you saying like the family that
My
you're going
grandmas.
to eventually build?
Oh,
Like that, what? And when you say family in that way,
both. Well, honestly, if I get married, my man needs to worry about the family, about
your
the
immediate, like your
family.
kids. and
Yes,
stuff
my
like
man
that.
needs to
Okay.
do that. But I'm gonna worry about my mom, my dad, my grandmas, my grandpas. That's
Okay, so would you say is it your responsibility or your man's responsibility to take care of your side of the family, your mom's, grandpa?
no, but I mean that'd be a big
No,
plus.
I'm asking. So it's not his responsibility to take care of them.
No.
Okay, that's
That'll be a big plus, man.
I say to an extent it is. You're marrying to her family too.
yeah.
I'm
That'd
saying
be
you
great.
really are. Yeah.
I don't
say-
expect it, but that'll be great.
That's good not to expect it. I feel like you shouldn't expect it because now when you expect it, now you're like, why are you not helping out my family?
Yeah,
Like,
no.
What if he's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
yo?
yeah, yeah.
What if he's like, yo?
Yeah.
I got my mom has cancer. Well, of course, I'm not helping out your family. I gotta help out mine.
Yeah.
It would go both ways. Damn, I forgot what I asked. What question I asked. I was about to ask you to say what. What do you got,
All right,
Ariel?
hold on. I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, without being specific, what do you have to do for work?
I'm an esthetician.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. And you, Kim?
A lot of things. I'm a recruiter.
Man,
A recruiter for what? wait, recruiter for what?
A recruiter at Baby Dolls.
Oh, really?
No, just
Yeah,
I'm just like,
All right, hey, that's cool.
All right,
Hey,
so,
No.
so as an esthetician, do you have a lot of female clients?
Yeah, for sure.
So
It's
with all those
mostly
female
just-
clients that you have, I'm pretty sure they can find in with you and be like, oh, my man doesn't do this for me, my man doesn't do that for me.
Yeah, it's like I'm
So-
a therapist.
So how does that affect your outlook on men? Like, because think about it this way. Everyone's always talking about, oh, like, for example, I remember we had this one guy on and he was saying something about oh, the women, well, the woman that he was with, she had people in her ear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about, oh, he ain't shit, this and that. So now you hear these women vent about all the bad shit about the men they're with or messing around with. How does that make you feel? What goes in your mind? You're like, damn, niggas ain't shit or what?
I mean, yeah, at some point, but at the same time, everybody has their like own experiences, and I believe like I don't think all men are the same. You know, like their men might not be shit, but then there might be another guy that's like wonderful and like this. But the hell.
So what are some of the red flags you notice whenever you're in a position like that where you're like talking to a guy and you're trying to figure out, oh, this guy's shit or not shit?
Okay, so the previous question earlier, about like the dad, like scenario, like I love my dad, but I know I do not want a man like my dad. Like growing up, I saw what I wanted in a man and what I didn't want in a man. So I feel like just based off like what I grew up around, like I feel like I could like call out like red flags in a guy like real quick.
So what are some of the red flags you'd say you'd call out?
Dang.
It's a good question. Controlling, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, controlling, but what type of controlling?
I like controlling. That's
Yeah, it's like a type like the
girl, sit down.
It means you wear suits.
I mean, that means you wear
Wait,
suits.
so you would like your man controlling?
To like some extent.
A leader. Someone's,
Yeah,
I was gonna say controlling.
someone's gonna
is a
guide
little
you
bit
and pave the
different,
way, right? Like
Leader-
where you
leader
can
is
sit
different.
back and be like, yo, baby, I trust in you. I know
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, you'll make the right decision.
Now,
Yeah,
if
for
he's
sure.
like, you can't fucking wear that, I'll be like,
No, that means
Nah, see,
you're
that's the-
insecure, and that
Yeah.
means you can't fight. So
So if a guy tells you can't wear something specific, that's what that means? That
Well,
the man is
you're-
insecure?
yes, 100%. But you also like as a girl, you
it's
kind of
like
have to know
respecting
what to
also,
wear.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna go like.
Yeah, you would it would really fall on the woman, right? Like if you truly respect a man like that, like you'd be like, nah, maybe I shouldn't wear this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to like, it's not to say that you can't wear something. It's just out of your own willingness to be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? We're going to this setting. We're going over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to wear this if we're going to be around his family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, things like that. You have to consider it. But if it's coming from the guy and saying, nah, you can't wear that. Like, nah, I personally don't mind whatever. She wants to wear whatever she wants to wear. That's cool. But again, you have to consider me a little bit too.
Are you okay with her wearing whatever she wants to wear when you're not around? Or are you only saying
That's what
that
I'm saying.
because
That's what I'm
whenever
saying.
you are around.
Whenever
you're
I'm
okay with
around. Whenever I'm around is different.
Whenever you're around,
Yeah.
she can wear whatever she wants.
Yeah.
But when she's not around,
But when
then
she's
you
not, is
might
because she
have-
becomes and a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's insecurity," but there's a different level of insecurity, right? Where it's like the insecure of like the jealous kind, the kind of person that's like, you know what I'm saying, very controlling, whatever, right? But then there's also the other insecurity where it's like, well, I'm not around to protect you and keep you safe.
Yep.
If you become a target because of how you're dressed, I can't be around to say, you know what I'm saying, to protect you. We're territorial to that extent, right?
Yeah.
So, again, if I'm around and you want to wear whatever you want, that's cool because I'm around.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Okay,
And-
so Kim, as a recruiter in your place of employment, and you know, we
Hold up.
Hold
Okay, go.
Go ahead.
Hi, Jasmine. Sorry.
Oh, okay, Jasmine Kim. Okay, cool. Anyways, as a recruiter in your place of employment, I feel like it's a big old high school where everyone's just messing around with everyone. Is that true?
Wait. Your recruiter isn't. Wait. Okay, hold on. Let me.
Wait, do you work where David works at?
No. What fuck?
What
no,
are you?
bro.
What are your recruiter?
Bro,
at?
we're not even
No.
talking about that, bro. No.
Hold on. What are your
For
recruiter?
anything like in the
I said
Dallas
baby dolls.
nightlife, like or like, if any, mostly females, like waitresses.
OnlyFans.
No OnlyFans. No OnlyFans.
So you're recruiting
bottle
more
girls.
girls to go into the nightlife a little bit?
Whenever girls want money, yes, I have like, for example, you could do like a brand ambassador.
So you're like
I
house
hire-
mom.
That's a good. Yeah, there you go. That's a good.
house
We were,
Yeah, that's
we were,
a good one.
We were talking about this
Yeah,
last
but
week.
that is like what. I mean, yeah, we were talking about it last
Yeah,
week. so
but it's
there
a
you
whole
go.
different concept on that.
Yeah,
but it's the
very
same,
similar to
very
the
similar.
same idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would just help connect girls in, like if they wanted to get into the bottle scene, they're like, "Hey, you know where I could go?" And you'd be like, "Yeah, I'll talk to my friend at this club." Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
boom. And then link
yeah,
them
but
in.
that could be with anything. I just
You're
there's
jack
so
of
many
all
there's so many
trades.
people that come to me like, hey, like, do you know where I could get like a project manager? Where I get this? It's not like I
Yeah,
I
it's
do
the same,
know.
the same concept. Like what I do for work is I'm in sales for staffing agency, but we go after warehousing, hotels, and sports venues.
Vote for
What?
Cash for cash. They must got another one. Who y'all vote for president?
So I have a really good idea on how that works. Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on.
So do you feel like your man has to make more than you or about the same?
More than me, 100%.
We're a couple. Together.
What if y'all make the same?
No,
He has to make more.
no, he has to make more. Like you have to go beyond my ambition. Like
Yeah, I agree.
that makes you a man.
Yeah,
Like you trying to be a
100%.
female and like match my money. Like
I mean,
That's
but
weird.
well, you say that, but what if a guy? What if a girl makes 100K and the guy makes 100K?
no, make more.
So then,
Make more.
No, I'm
Still
here.
make more?
I'm
Okay,
here
got
to
you.
help you get better too, though.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, see, I like that. I
I'm
like
gonna
that.
elevate
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
I met you at 100K. I'm gonna make you like have twice that. Like
Yeah,
we're not doing that.
I like that. That's
you're
cool.
gonna
Okay.
elevate your man. Is
Yeah.
what you're saying?
100%. Yes, that's what I'm here for.
That's what a relationship is.
Yeah.
I
The
feel like.
woman elevates the
No,
man.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
just- and the
no.
man
Like,
should
yeah,
elevate the
like
woman,
y'all
too.
work together to build each other
What do you
up.
think you're bringing into a relationship individually? And you guys cannot use each other's answers.
I'll bring some sass.
To elevate the man.
Oh, I didn't know what you meant. Okay,
No,
to
in a
elevate.
relationship, it's about elevating the man. What kind of traits do you feel like you bring?
To elevate the man.
Well, I have a lot of networking skills. I'm very social. Like, no matter what my man does, like, look, I'm gonna talk highly of wherever I'm at. Like if I meet the fucking president, I'm be like, yo, like, my man does this. Like, if you need anything like that, like, I'm gonna just.
Yeah, no, I
I
can see
could
that.
be
I
the
can see that. Yeah.
No, I'm
for
just saying
sure.
the way you said it.
Yeah.
If I met the president.
Yeah, I can see that. And that's how you show value towards your man, right? Because you always want to make him feel like he's, someone greater than what he really is, right?
Yeah.
That's really pushing him. It's how you treat someone in a group setting,
Yeah.
right? A lot of girls
respect.
like they don't see that. It's like, oh, my man, my man's over there, whatever. They don't say much about it. Right. But you have a girl who's going to be like, nah, my man does this. Like, you know what I'm saying? He takes care of this. Like, if I need something done,
if you need this,
I feel
let me
good
know
with
that.
him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and other people see it as like, damn, okay, homeboy. Yeah.
Because I feel like that's how it should be, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to follow up with that question. So in a relationship, who's the prize, the man or the woman?
The woman.
There's no way. How are
Yeah.
y'all the
Well,
prize?
well, hold on.
Though.
The woman is the prize at the beginning after the first few dates. Once, hold on. Hear me out. The woman becomes the prize, right? At the beginning. Once the woman, like, quote unquote, puts out, that changes. Now the woman has to try to retain the man because she's not going to go out just sleeping around.
She
right?
don't want to do that.
No, 100%.
She want to just keep catching bodies.
So now you kind of have to put, and a lot of people would say, different perspectives on this, but I would say that it's the person to attain is the man. The person to retain is the woman.
yeah, I seen this study today where they said that in every single relationship, there's one looking up and one looking down at the other. Now, taking your perspective a little bit, the women would never want to look down on their man.
Yeah, no.
So that would mean you always need to be looking up towards your man in every regard that there is, because you need somebody to help guide you, lead you in the right direction, and etc. So to his point, a woman, after she sleeps with the man, it's like this: woman's at top, the man's at the bottom. After she sleeps with him, it goes the other way. Now he basically has the power and she just gave it to him.
Yeah.
Now it's her job to retain and keep him, because like he said, she doesn't want to just keep sleeping with the next guy and the next guy and the next guy. She's trying to keep that guy around. Yeah. So theoretically, by you saying the woman is the prize is incorrect in that circumstance, because you want a man that you look up to, not look down upon.
Okay, but then the female, if she's like the prize, you also want to keep her. You don't
Well,
want
yeah,
another man
you're
to
still,
come around.
no,
and
you're
steal
still
your
going
girl.
to treat her like a queen.
Well,
I mean,
you know,
yeah, we didn't say none of that, but
Treatment
we
is
said who was
different,
the
yeah.
prize.
Yeah.
And in every regard of what you just said, you want your man to make more than you, then he is the prize and not
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
But you can elevate your man, so that means like I'm the one making you feel better or be better. That's the prize.
But
like
you're
because you're gonna
supposed to
stay,
do
you're gonna
that.
stay like at 100K. But if
you're-
I come around, I'm the prize because I'm helping you become this person.
There's a very good concept on the game of chess, right? And I play it every day. But there's a very good concept in the sense that if you lose the king, you lose the game. But you can sacrifice a queen to stay in the game.
Yep.
It's 100% because you, even with your pawn, right? If your pawn crosses to the other side, you get a new queen.
I mean, that's why
That's how the concept works. It's crazy.
Literally like you'll see the guys that have money.
He's
You'll see the guys that have money and go and get with girls that have absolutely nothing. And
so
then
you don't, or you do?
No, you do see that,
Yeah,
but you will never see a girl that has everything go get with a guy that has nothing.
I've seen it.
Get with a guy that has
Yeah.
nothing.
I was one of them.
Yeah, okay, no, it's
I was
cool.
stupid.
It happens,
I was stupid
but
one.
exactly. But and even then, it's like that dynamic again. You were looking down, and that's not the dynamic that you really want. The dynamic that you want is looking up towards your man, wanting, like you already said, you want him to make more than you, which means you're going to look up to him. So if you're looking up to him, who's in first place? The guy that's at the top. Who's at second place? The guy that's at the bottom. So you're looking up to the guy that's above you. Which means, again, so the idea of what you're saying kind of contradicts a little bit because you're saying, oh, I want it to be this way. But in reality, if we actually break it down, you want him to be better than you in every regard, stronger than you, faster than you, better looking than you, all the other things. And what I mean by better looking is take care of himself. I mean by taking care of himself. No, but I'm saying by taking care of himself. You know, have his hygiene, his looks, dress nice, whatever it is. You want him to take care of himself in those regards. You don't want him just to be a slop and whatnot just because he has money or whatever the case is. You want him to, damn, baby, you got that. That's some nice lotion you got there. I didn't even see that lotion. Whatever it is, he's just already in tune with everything. So they just kind of contradict a little bit the way you said.
Let's read a little bit of the comments here. Let's catch up on
somebody
that.
asked a couple questions.
Okay. Hugo said, a man can't lead a woman further than where she's at. Baby J said, would you rather have a man that's strict and as in he restricts you from doing certain things or a man that lets you do whatever you want? Do you prefer a structured man or a man that gives you free will? Sarah said, from a single mother household, do you see it differently? If a guy makes more, cool, but I need my own independence. I don't mind being the breadwinner as long as my man is pulling weight differently. And then Baby J said, when I restrict, I mean, he doesn't want you making an ass out of yourself when he's not around. And then Bash for Cash also said, a man would date a McDonald's worker, but a girl would never consider a McDonald's manager.
Hell no. Let's go back to the first question.
Yeah, let's go. So with Baby J,
it's strict. Yeah, that
with
one.
Baby J, like, I mean, as a woman, you're representing your man when you're out and about, right? You really are, right? So if you make a fool out of yourself and you're out, quote unquote, hoeing around and all that, that's, you know what I'm saying, you have no respect for your man, right? Sarah said?
What would y'all prefer?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
A strict man.
A strict man.
Yeah.
So you would prefer him saying, "Hey, I don't like you wearing that. Please change that."
Well, I would respect him by not wearing what I know he's not gonna want me to wear. So like it's like I don't know.
But if you want to go out that night with your girls and he's like, "Hey, baby, I just don't want you to wear that specifically. You could put something else on. I just think it's showing too much. I'm not around. I'm not around to protect you." Boom, boom, boom.
Then I will change.
Okay, so then it goes back to it. What about you, Jess? You're being over here quiet and everything like that.
We're like, damn. I definitely probably want, like, I think it all has to do with, like, trust. Yeah. I would definitely want a structured man. Like, okay, hey, like, let's see. Like, okay, but I don't want a controlling man.
Like, don't do that too often.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could tell me, like, hey, this or that to, like, help me grow, like, individually, you know? Mm-hmm. But as in, like, hey, you can't hang out with this person or this person because I don't like them. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to like all your friends, but I'm going to still trust. I'm still going to trust you to do, you know, go hang out with your friends. Because at the end of the day, you're going to come home, like, to me. We're going to be at home together. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it's, like, a trust thing. But I definitely wouldn't go out making a fool of myself, embarrassing myself, and then my man. Yeah, no. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's both. I like that. That's a good answer. What was single mother? Yeah, that was
single mother household. You see it differently. If a guy makes more, cool, but I need my own independence. I don't mind being a breadwinner as long as my man is pulling the weight differently. So, I mean, look, I get what you're saying, but also the reason why, and this is where we kind of like pivoted throughout the years to say, you got to be a boss bitch, whatever, make your own bread. Like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I completely understand, right? Because I'm not blaming women for this. Really, it comes down to the guys. A lot of men, there's a lot less masculine men in the world who are saying, I want that 50-50 shit.
Yeah, but real
There's,
quick,
there's
too,
nothing wrong with that, but there's not. But at the same time, it's like, you want tradition. Tradition really tells you back in the day, it was like, yeah, the man was the worker. He was the one providing. You know what I'm saying? Where did we go wrong from that? Where did we pull away from that?
money.
There's so many things that I can go into. And the biggest one has to be social media. Social media is the biggest one because we're always in competition. Either you look at a post on Instagram and you say, I feel motivated by this, or I feel envious of this. Is how you see it. And what are you consuming? Are you consuming trash, or are you actually consuming, I guess, intellectual shit that you're going to learn, and you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to apply that. And are you consuming only, or are you producing as well? Right? Because if you produce, there's a certain way on how you can make money on social media.
I would say majority of people are consumers.
Consumers.
To go back to a little bit, would you rather like a man that is a finished product or a man that still needs to work on himself? It's for both of y'all.
I mean, I don't think any man or any person's ever like a finished product. I think you could always get better.
That's a good answer.
Okay, so with that being said, say you met the guy of your dreams. He's works out at the gym. He has a nice beard, how you want him to have, whatever it is. Has tattoo. Hey, we're thinking ideal. We're talking
Why do you
ideal.
like beards?
We're talking. Most girls like beards. The way he looks, the way he treats people, he has respect, the way he carries himself. But he's only making $60,000 a year.
I
So
can
now,
make him better.
huh?
I said I can make him better.
Okay, so that's what I was about to say. But you literally said that you would not want to get with a guy that does not make more money than you. And you just said that you would want a guy that you already know is going to still need work and he's not a finished product. So why would you not give that guy that makes $60,000 a chance just because he doesn't make $40,000 more than you do or the same amount of money than you do?
So I learned my lesson a long time ago. I did that for a few guys to where I was the one paying for everything. He came unemployed. Like, I had to help him come up and get a job. And
wait, you met him unemployed?
I met him unemployed.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even talk to him.
Yeah, so I was young and dumb. Okay, young and dumb. Yeah, fell in the trap. Okay, okay. That was back in college.
She's like, you don't got money? I got you.
Okay, I was stupid, but I learned my lesson. I'm not doing that shit again.
Yeah.
No, I need somebody that's ambitious now.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, well, you could still, that guy that makes $60K, he could still be ambitious. He's just not where he needs to be. He's not in his final form.
If you're ambitious, you're looking for any way to make money.
Exactly, but he's only making $60K.
But you can make more.
You're right, he can. But what if he's barely getting his business started or whatever the case is?
There's plenty of different things to make money.
Yeah, but you're already overlooking him just because he makes less than you. Is what I'm trying to refer to. So the amount of money he makes should not correlate to the man he is, but that's what you're equating them to be.
But so that's when other things play out. Like, for example, are you a family person? Are you like?
That's what I said. He's all that. He treats people with respect, everything, but he only makes $60K, and you're overlooking him because of the amount of money.
And it also
he makes.
depends on the age.
Yeah.
Again, everything you want. I just said everything you want. Beard, age, goes to the gym, gives everybody respect, but only
like,
makes $60K.
What's a good age gap?
28 or fucking
What's
40,
a good age gap? What's a good age gap?
Like 30, maybe.
No, I'm saying like age gap, like 2-3 years older than you, 2-3 years younger than you. What would you? What's a good age gap?
You cannot be younger than me. Anything my age or younger, fuck no. Definitely not.
So if he's 28, that's a no-go. But if he's 29, he's good.
No, 30.
30. Okay, so
30.
two year gap.
Yeah.
2 year gap.
What about you for Jess?
Definitely no one younger than me. I'll say that. Yeah.
What if he makes more money than you and he, is real respectful and everything, but he's like 2 years younger than you?
No.
I just feel like it has to do with like maturity thing. Like,
But what if he wants a family and kids and he's like, hey, I want to take you serious? And
I mean, I can never say never,
I think you'd make an exception.
Yeah,
I feel like you would make an exception if you're
You
vibing.
confirmed
and
earlier.
you're really attracted to him.
You confirmed earlier that you're somewhat of a trusting person, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like you'd kind of.
She would maybe give him the benefit of the doubt
100%.
if she really liked him. Yeah.
If I really did, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so
it's all about attraction. That's really what it is.
It does come down to
Comes down to
attraction. How attracted is the woman to you?
Exactly.
Where she's willing to, bypass some of these standards that she has and whatnot. So what is a good age gap for you though? You said nothing younger, but like how much older? 5 years, 10 years?
Well, they definitely can't be my parents' age.
Yeah.
So 50s off the 50s out of there. At that point, you're sugar baby for sure.
Yeah. I mean, one time I had told my family, we were like eating dinner, and I told them, I was like, okay, if I'm not married or blah 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 by this certain age, I forgot. But I was like, I'm just gonna marry an old man, like
30?
a rich old man.
No, just
Shut up. And dude, my whole family like just stopped eating and like we're just like, what
Upset?
the fuck?
They
Yeah,
were
they were
upset?
so upset with me. They were like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like,
can't take a joke. Chill. I'm pretty sure she didn't mean it. Oh, what was one of the other questions you had at the? Oh yeah, the man said a man would date a McDonald's worker, but a woman would never even consider that. Yep, I think that's so true.
No, that's literally what I said. Like, dated somebody that's unemployed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but that was when you were a little younger though. Like that
Yeah.
wasn't like now. Most girls don't take chances on McDonald's managers and hoping that they can work their way up into the corporate world of McDonald's.
Yeah, I mean, the more successful you are as a man, the more you carry value, right? Us guys, we don't really measure a woman's success and say, oh, wow, I'm attracted to that. No. Just because we have to navigate through life and show what we can do as a man and create our own value. Whereas women have to preserve and protect their value. What are we doing? What are we looking at?
We're about to get into this clip real quick.
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
Let's read a couple of these real quick before we get into this clip. It's literally not bad.
I think she just means that for the man to be a leader, he has to have more direction than her, which is why she'd want him to have more than her. Yeah, no, for sure. But not anyone can just be a leader. That's the problem. Some guys don't know how to create that space.
Sarah said, do y'all come from a big or small family? Y'all can both.
what is
medium.
Medium?
what is like a big family or small family?
I guess like 15, 20 plus that always hang out on Thanksgiving
Oh,
or
no.
Christmas or something.
Oh, then I have a big family.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, that's actually a lot. Yeah, my
Yeah, I do
immediate
too.
family is probably like less than 10 for sure.
Yeah, same.
So
Same. It's like
that's
small
pretty.
family.
Yeah, that's pretty small to be honest. Like big families is like you got like 5 or 6 brothers, 7, 8 brothers, and everybody's all coming together with their kids. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
He's saying women will wait for you at the finish line when you win. They choose not to support before or during a race.
I always support my man.
That's a good analogy because I feel like a lot of women do want an almost finished product of a man. Almost. Where
Yeah,
it's
they don't
like-
want to go through the bullshit.
Yeah, they don't want to go through the
A lot
bullshit.
of traumatized women who have been heartbroken multiple times don't want to.
They don't want to have to go through it again, which
Yeah.
I can
I get
get
it.
to an extent, but I feel like sometimes
Yes,
they're
Mo?
missing out on.
Yes.
Yeah.
A shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's shot time. Let's go.
Shot o'clock. All right.
Is there any
and
way I
then
can do a
we'll
restroom
and
break
then we'll get
or-
into this.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said
of course.
restroom break.
Yeah.
Restroom break?
Yeah, go ahead. Get your
I have
restroom
to
break
pee
in.
really
Both
quick.
y'all gotta go. Okay, y'all might. as well
You guys
both
got to go
ahead.
outside though to the side of the house.
Yeah, it's right here on the side.
Like for
kidding.
real?
Yeah.
Goodbye. No. You know you brought in here?
All right, yeah, y'all, we can take it real quick and then y'all can.
All right.
Okay, you going first?
Here you
Or
go.
am I going first? Okay.
I thought y'all go together. Girls always go together. I thought.
Yeah, girls.
I
Oh.
got some.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
You gotta go right now.
Yeah. I have
Like
to
bad,
go.
bad.
No, not bad. My pants just a little too tight.
Oh,
So
okay.
I gotta go.
Go for it.
But you guys see my
Wait.
buttons
You
unbuttoned.
can go this way if you need to. Whichever way you want. Go ahead.
Wait,
Usually,
that-
hold up. Usually, when our guests stand up, they got to do a 360 for the camera. That's how it works. It's the only way. 360 for the
You
camera.
are in auntie mode right now. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
showing
yeah.
nothing.
Well, some buttons or unbuttoned on my pants.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You
I'm
really
kidding,
can't
yo.
even
You're
see
good.
that. You really
I'm
can't
kidding.
even see that. Hey, but here, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, you already took yours too, bro?
No, not yet.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Salute. Cheers.
To a good 2025.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. It reminds me of last night.
What did you do last night?
Went out.
Where'd you go?
This is yours, Jess.
You took it away. You gave me squirt earlier.
That was good.
I went
Just
to
straight squirt.
You got drinks.
I went to Komodo and Saya.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It was cool.
You know both of those places?
I do.
Don't you? Yeah, I bet you do.
Why would your restaurant?
You're a
I bet
nightlife-
you do.
You're a knife life junkie. No,
Are
I'm
you?
just playing.
A little bit.
Yeah, she is. 100%.
Hey, that's why she's wearing the black, bro. The old her is dead and gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fire.
New year, new me.
Yeah.
Looking
this.
at. Hey, so do you know any of those people that were commenting?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, like all of them? Sarah, you know Sarah?
I don't know. Well, I know a few
Bash
Sarahs.
for Cash? You know Bash for Cash?
No, I don't know who that is.
Bash for cash.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
Yeah.
Bash for Cash. Or do you have any questions you would like to ask us?
Is this thing still going?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still going. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still running.
Yeah, we're still going. We just need to, when Roger comes back, we can actually talk about your video.
Yeah.
It's
What
not
video?
bad, is it? It's not bad, isn't
No,
it?
no.
It's not bad, exactly.
What video?
I just wanted to see what
I
it
didn't
was
know
about.
what video either until I saw.
Yeah, you seen a little snippet. Was that Kim handing them to you?
No.
Oh, it was somebody else?
Yeah.
But okay, so what is the idea of like being under the table doing that? Is it like
It's just like a little New Year's kind of.
Oh, the grapes?
the
Yeah.
grapes thing?
Oh, yeah.
So what is that? Can you tell me what it is? Like what's
It's to
the
bring
idea
it's to
of
bring good luck
Yeah.
into
like what were you supposed to do?
So like every grape you eat, it's like a little kind of like a wish or what you want for
Oh,
the new year.
each month like
Yeah,
so
12
you're
grapes.
supposed to eat
12
grapes.
grapes.
Yeah.
and it could be like a mix or it just doesn't
Yeah.
matter okay, so you're just supposed to eat them under the table?
I mean, I don't think you have to, but I don't know. I saw it's better to eat under the table. So I was literally at a New Year's party,
Yeah, I
and
can see
the
that.
whole table was decorated, and I was like, we need a table, and I didn't want to be rude and like go in someone's random kitchen table. So
Yeah. I
So
feel
you
that.
do need a table. So you're
so I
supposed to
just
do it
crawled
under the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I crawled under. the
Oh,
table
I did
and
not
started
know
eating
that you're
grapes.
supposed to do it under the table.
There's a few traditions as well. Like you go around the block with your suitcase
for more travel.
throughout the year.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Like
it's
you take your
crazy.
suitcase and just walk around the block?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
run down the street.
Yo, I've never heard any of these like superstitions or good
Yeah,
luck
you wear
charms.
certain like
Underwear,
undergarment.
yeah.
Yeah, I never heard.
Certain color?
green ones or something.
Green is like I don't know for more
Hey,
money.
Raj, can you pull up her
red.
video real quick, please?
God.
We were kind of alluding to it a little bit,
Yeah.
alluding to that specific video.
Let me find it real quick.
This is funny.
Is that the video?
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Hold on, but I gotta pull it up on here.
Yeah. Oh, you were at a masquerade party?
I was at a masquerade party.
Oh, I heard about
Yeah.
those.
I heard about those.
What'd you hear?
They're like Diddy parties.
This was a no Diddy party.
I'll just play it now. Okay, so yeah, he's about to blow it up. What'd you say? Get away?
Because I was so ready to get out of under the table. She's like, no.
Man, you were grabbing them grapes aggressively. You had a whole grip on that damn grape.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
crazy.
I cannot believe
You
you
look
right now.
so intoxicated.
I think I actually was
That's
sober
No way, for real? You didn't drink on New
until
Year's?
after that. Yeah. Wait, actually, no. I had just drank like 4 shots.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, this doesn't look like a sober Jess.
And maybe took some shrooms.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Damn, shrooms out too. That's crazy. That was a hard trip.
Somebody went to the restroom. We'll be back with these questions.
Yeah. We
didn't
little
forget- we
restroom
didn't
break.
forget about all of y'all.
Little restroom break. We'll
Oh,
we'll start
a
answering
question for
questions.
Jess. So here we go. She said she would not look for a man like her dad. What are the biggest red flags he has shown you?
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good question.
So my dad. Okay, I have like a bunch of
Point that towards you, please.
I have a bunch of like half siblings, and so my dad has like a bunch of baby mamas.
Like how many?
Oh, so he likes to repopulate.
Oh, so he's like an Aryan.
He's like
He's
an
trying to have
Ariel.
12
Huh?
kids and shit.
Like what?
Yeah, he's trying to have 12
repopulate.
kids.
Hey, that's our purpose in life, though.
Hey, he's trying to keep the
it's
salads
reproduce.
going.
Oh,
Let's
100%.
go.
No.
100%.
Hey, if y'all don't
I
know,
don't even
me
have
and-
my
me
dad's
and-
last name though. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's your mom's last name?
That's my mom's
oh,
last
that's
name,
lit.
yeah.
Yeah. Me and Jess got the same last name.
Crazy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's my cousin.
That's actually crazy.
I was just like,
Look, look, that's my friend that I was under the table
Go
with.
go up,
yeah.
Roger.
Yeah.
Go
wait,
up
what's
to,
her name? Wait, what is that?
Maria Alicia.
Maria Alicia.
Hugo.
That's a long ass name.
No, her name's Maria.
Oh,
Okay, so all right, that's a very good question. Do you think people switch up halfway into a relationship, or are they always red flags that people just ignore in the beginning? That's a good question.
That is very good.
Yeah,
That is a good question.
I think.
Shout out to Hugo.
Yeah, no, shout out to Hugo for sure. To answer that question, man, I feel like people who are deceiving will switch up halfway through a relationship, right? Because you're not putting everything on the table from the start. You're not being intentional. You're not being transparent with what you want. So you come off a certain way at the beginning, and then you change halfway. That's you being deceiving and weak-minded too, because you always have to keep who you are, never lose who you are for anyone else, right? And they kind of went into that a little bit, but this is where a lot of guys go wrong. They either get too aligned to their relationship and they forget who they were. The whole point of the attraction is to continue to be the person that you originally were when you met your partner, because they were attracted for a reason, right? And if you change up along the way, that's you getting too comfortable, getting too complacent. And that's the problem with today's age, is that people forget that. They forget that they have to continue to attract even in the relationship, right? So again, you changing up midway, that's just you being deceiving, right? Because you didn't show your true colors at the beginning. I personally, look, I'll be who I am. If you like me for who I am, that's who I'm going to continue to be. So you signed up for something, right? I mean, I didn't really force you or try to convince you into getting into something with me. But instead, I presented an idea and a vision that you saw and was like, you know what, I see that too. Yeah. And so you change halfway, that's just you being deceiving.
That almost goes to your character a lot too.
It goes into your
But then again, like, people get comfortable.
That's what I'm saying.
And they stop doing things.
Comfortable, complacent. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like, you could be super romantic and flirty in the beginning, and then, like, you just kind of
But that's the problem, because women, also it's a woman's fault too, because they are like, no, don't go to the gym. Stay and watch a series with me. Stay and watch a TV show with me.
To go to the gym.
Don't go out with your friends. Just stay in. Like, I look again.
And let me
Go
jump
for
in real
it.
quick.
Go for it.
But you know the reason that happens too is because they start to feel like, man, he's gonna get better looking. He's gonna be attracting more women. People are gonna be looking his way. When in actuality, you know, and we alluded to this on different episodes, it's a lot harder for a guy to get a woman than it is for a woman to get a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, but I also feel like it has to do with like insecurity and stuff as well.
Insecurity and
I
stuff.
want my man to look good, and I'm gonna look good.
No, like
too.
I'm saying that, but I'm like he was saying earlier, some women don't like their men to go to the gym because he's gonna get fired. But I mean, like, I would want my man to go to the gym.
But the thing is, a lot of women want a man who has the willingness to cheat, right? But he chooses not to. Whereas some women get with a guy who can't cheat and will still like turn over on the other side of the bed and messaging on Instagram while the homegirl's sleeping. That's fucked up. That really, not straight up. So you would have a different level of respect to a man who knows, he can cheat. He can pull women, but he chooses not to.
Yeah.
That's a different kind of man. So again, like, to your points, right? In the sense that, yeah, a man should never change up his lifestyle even into the relationship. I feel like he should continue being who he was originally.
Yeah, just to clarify too, it's only cheating if you don't tell her about it at the very beginning. Other than that, it's not cheating.
So it's the same way with the girls, right?
No, because the girl, we wouldn't even talk to you. No. What I'm saying, no. Let me tell you what I was trying to say. What I mean by that is, if a guy doesn't tell you from the very beginning, hey, I want to talk to other girls, then yes, that's cheating. Which a girl, if she told that to a guy at the very beginning, he's not going to talk to you.
Yeah, just like the girl wouldn't talk to the guy.
No, the girls do that. What do you mean? Like, yes, girls are willing to do that.
To just be...
Yes, they will be the main girl and allow other. Yeah, he can do whatever he wants to do, but as long as she's getting everything taken care of, that's all a lot of women care about. That's all women really care about nowadays is, hey, what can you provide for me? And that aspect of being a provider. And everything else is
those are
whatever.
Just different women. I feel like the only reason I'll tell my man to stop going to the gym is because, like, I wouldn't want him too buff. I hate buff motherfuckers. I can't.
What? You would want him too buff?
I want a dad bod. I don't want no...
Dad bod? So you don't want him getting looked at?
I'm not big on, like,
because that doesn't
getting
make
buff
sense.
either.
What? Dad bods are in. Dad bods are really in.
Not.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
they are. Dad bods are in.
These women don't want men who take care of themselves because of that.
Whoa, okay, hold on.
Like
to her point,
to
a point though, like being too bulked up and buff and shit like that. You can't wipe your ass. That's straight up.
No, we're not talking Sam Sulek.
We're not talking Sam Sulek.
We're talking about a guy with a decent physique.
No, for sure. I personally, I like to maintain. I'm saying, But I get where
you're
you're.
talking about these skinny
get what-
dudes
yeah.
with 5% body fat who flex and act like they're swole.
And they got abs, bro. You ain't got no damn muscles. Of course you got abs.
You know, I'll be honest with you. I got a little stomach fat, but when I flex my stomach, I can see my six pack.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. Fact.
Yeah, I got a 4-pack going on right now, dog. Yeah,
facts. And what was the
other two
questions?
ain't coming in yet.
We had what's she say, Miss Navarro down there?
Oh, hold on, right here. Bash for cash, real quick.
Oh yeah, okay.
For a question for all four of you. He's not asking me. What career or profession do you avoid, or what wouldn't you consider dating a person if they worked in a particular area? Nurses.
Strippers and
Sales.
nurses.
Sales.
Because she knows he's gonna persuade the
Why?
hell out of
Sales?
her.
That's crazy.
He's gonna
Sales.
persuade the
Nope.
hell out of her.
Nope.
Damn.
Sales?
Definitely not.
For
No.
real?
Yeah, no.
Why?
Why?
Why is that?
Why?
You talk to everybody.
So?
So you for everybody.
But you,
How-
sorry.
wait,
Well, hold on, hold
whoa,
on.
you
But
just
you
said
said it
you had
earlier.
connections
She talks to
with
everybody
social.
too.
Okay, but I'm
Yours
different.
is worse than
The fuck does that
I'm
mean?
different.
Different? Nah.
I talk to girls
Oh.
to get girls
But
to
she
work.
wants an ambition.
You were talking to anybody.
No,
and
we're talking to
everybody.
guys
I don't talk
and
to guys
girls.
to try to get them to work. I don't want no guy.
You know, one of the most successful careers a man can have is in sales.
Hey, 100
Yes,
sales is
literally.
applied in life in every different
Everything,
aspect.
Everything.
And the reason I say that is because, look, even from my experience, right, I moved up to where I'm at. But, like, sales has taught me so much to where I can negotiate and I can bargain everywhere I want to, right? Everything's got a price, and everything can be negotiated. And the same thing goes in with the interaction, energy exchange. What can I get with my giving you my attention and my energy? What do I get in return? Right? So you can negotiate a lot of things, but sales is, man, hold up. But you're in sales yourself.
No.
She is in sales.
You're in
herself.
sales.
Literally in sales.
Yeah.
herself.
But I only target like females.
Don't
I
matter.
target men. I'm
He's
not
mainly,
gonna, like,
he's mainly targeting
to
men though, because mainly
Yeah.
men are the ones in sales. I mean,
Yeah.
there are women in it, but it's
At
mainly
the reception
men.
office.
At the
Yeah.
reception. It's a very healthy, a very healthy balance at the office. But
You're out all day dealing with testosterone. You come back.
yeah,
you
no,
come
straight
back
up,
to
hell yeah.
Some
No,
nice
you got to
feminine
cater
women
to different
energy.
personalities, man, and that's the thing. Like in sales, you're taught a lot. Like I've been taught how to communicate with certain personalities. You can have someone who's very dominant, and someone who's an influencer, someone who's steady, someone who's very conservative. You align yourself to that personality and communicate with them.
In that very moment. However
Exactly,
If they're
exactly.
playing
You can tell.
hardball, you just play hardball.
Exactly,
Whatever it
exactly,
is,
yep.
goes back and forth.
Yeah.
So you said sales. What would you say, Jess? What is a profession or
I've
something?
been thinking about it.
Should we come back to you?
A what?
I thought about that, saying that.
Say what? Say it.
Yeah, you should say it.
What?
What is
Say
it?
it.
What'd she say? What'd you say, Kim?
I forgot it.
What'd she
forgot.
say, Jess? What'd
She
she
said
say?
drug dealer.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh
gotcha.
man.
That's not that
But
bad.
what the
I
fuck?
didn't. I wasn't gonna say that. I don't really know. Can't like beat anybody up for their profession. I mean, as long as they're like not unemployed.
Yeah.
So what would you say to those guys who are ashamed of their profession?
You
But
can
they
do
make-
better.
They make good money though.
Yeah, like
Like
OnlyFans
when-
creators and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of OnlyFans creators. You
Oh
think
my God, oh
that
my
are
God,
men.
oh my
That are
God, oh
men.
my God.
that
Oh
are men.
yeah.
I talked to somebody else in the OnlyFans. Jesus Christ.
That's a guy.
Hell no.
That's
That
a
was
guy.
a guy,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So what was it? Mainly just sex that he wanted to
was he
talk
packing?
about, or
Okay,
was
so
it?
so no, that's the thing. Like,
He wasn't.
well,
Micro dick.
I'm not gonna say anything, but
It's a fetish. A fetish.
Fetish.
It's
no. The
specific
thing
fetish.
is, whenever there are OnlyFans, you have to be responsive to both genders. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
so he was going both ways.
Oh, he was guys and girls.
well,
yeah.
you can't choose who
He was-
buys
okay,
it,
Okay,
who
well, as a guy,
subscribes to your
listen,
shit,
no,
right?
as
Yeah,
a
the London
guy,
Bridge.
as a guy on
So-
OnlyFans. No, I'm not a guy on OnlyFans, but I'm saying as a guy on OnlyFans, like a guy on OnlyFans, mainly all your supporters are guys, and even girls. Most of their supporters are
So
guys.
you have to respond back whenever they're telling you that.
Okay, I see
You
what you're
know?
saying.
So do you think that makes
So you
you
think
gay?
he
And
was?
that's weird.
So you thought he was gay?
I mean, it's weird to me. I can't.
It's not gay.
Okay.
It's not
I'm
gay.
just-
I mean, there's a
Oh, I
level
heard
to
what?
Oh, it's
there's a
not
level
gay,
to I guess, but like
So they're telling you that like you got them feeling some type of way, and you
no.
what are you responding to that to keep them
Responding
as
to
a
guys
subscriber?
it's not.
Yeah. So a guy
Because-
tells you, hey, I like what you're wearing, Poppy. Show me more.
No.
you
I
gotta
know what
have
you're
to
saying.
show
I know what you're
more.
saying.
Yeah, and you
But
trying to
if
make
you're
money, right? You know?
no. But unless you're acting like the girl, and you're running an OnlyFans management.
Well, I see what
agency,
you're saying,
that's
but
different.
she's saying referring to a guy that does OnlyFans. And
Oh, yeah,
she
no,
thinks
it's
it's weird
100%
that he
gay
has
as
to
hell.
talk back to these guys. But that's the hard part about it, because even in porn, corn, even in there, majority of the people that watch it are all men. There's probably like maybe 2% of women that even watch it. It's literally all guys that watch corn and keep it in
watch corn.
Keep
And
it
corn,
at the top.
corn is actually very, it's a disease too.
Yeah, it's
it
bad.
really is. 100% it is.
I genuinely choked.
She feels different about that. But
Okay,
look, go ahead.
What was your profession? What would you not want to date a girl in?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans? Okay, got you.
You said nurses?
I said nurses.
Why?
And just because I just know that they're just not going to be loyal.
My sister's a nurse and she's very loyal. So you're
Maybe,
wrong.
maybe. That's what I
attendants,
feel like. The people that I know, they're probably
Flight
not gonna be
attendants.
loyal.
Flight
Yes.
attendants, yeah.
Yes.
You said flight attendants? Oh yeah, that would make sense too.
100%.
That's what you wouldn't date?
No, I would, but
Yeah, I would date her for the benefits. Boy, she get free flights.
I would look. Hey, hell yeah, you get the buddy pass. Yeah, 100%.
the buddy pass.
Look.
Free flights. Baker Airlines be hooking.
Yeah,
it
no,
up.
straight up. Yeah. I almost had that lined up too.
$80
but
for a
anyway,
year.
I fucked that one
go.
up. But so
They weren't all grapes. LOL. Blueberries, grapes, and melon. Damn, she was feeding you everything.
They had a little fruit bowl.
She was keeping your
love
pH
her.
balance on point.
how important is quality time? Let's say there's two men that make the same amount, but one has to work all day to get it, and the other one works from home. How big of a difference does that make?
Wait, where are you? Which one are you reading? You're not
Last
reading
one,
the
last one, the very last
oh,
one.
Yeah.
Did we go through the question for Jessica?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already went there.
Okay.
How would you? How important is quality time to you?
I like quality time.
So it's
But
important
like
to you.
not too much quality time. Like I need my own space.
But say that homeboy was like traveling every week. He was home every Friday.
I could
just
be
for the
traveling
weekend.
with you? The fuck?
Nah, what? That's not the question. That's not the question. Hold on. That's not the
Follow the
question.
question. Follow the question.
Nah, man, hold
How
on.
important
I mean, that's
is
cool.
quality
I'm
time?
with that. I'm with
So
that.
how
But
important is
yeah.
quality time? You got
With
two
that.
guys, both of them make the same amount. One guy works from home, the other guy works on the road a lot of the time. So which one would you kind of prefer, depending on the amount of quality time you like?
Damn, that's kind of hard.
It is a hard choice.
They would say the one that's on the road.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Say it
really?
again?
I mean, you just read it. No, just
How? Yeah.
You know what's funny? I had this talk with someone at work, and what they said is that they do not want to date somebody who travels for work because of that same aspect where they're worried about, oh, who's he gonna be messing around with in these hotel rooms and shit like that. But then again, they just watch a lot of TV, and I'm just like, bro, I doubt that actually happens. Especially if you're having
Oh no, it happens.
oh yeah.
Oh no, it
Yeah, bro.
happens.
Yeah, if it happens.
No,
for sure.
100%. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
I know a few
It's
people
for
like
sure.
that. Yeah, for sure.
It's for sure
So
gonna
would you
happen.
guys date somebody who has to travel for work?
No. Only from work from home. It's fine.
But
Just because you heard that, that's
but
why.
what if
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
making more than you and they could provide the lifestyle you wanted?
Yeah, he making 250.
Yeah,
you
man.
making 100.
Honestly,
Okay, then
fuck
I
it,
then
just
I,
go.
So-
no, then I'm gonna travel too.
So, okay. So would you rather date broke boy over here who's broke but he's loyal, or would you date Richie Rich who's gonna cheat?
So
Rich.
Yeah, same.
Cause I'll cheat back.
See,
I'm
that's
just kidding. I don't
crazy,
cheat
bro.
back. I'm just kidding.
I
I
was
do
gonna
not
say, but
cheat
you
back.
didn't say
I don't
black.
cheat
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
I-
left in the
no.
dust.
Nah, she was confident with that. Yeah. It came out confident.
Too quick.
Too
I cheat
quick.
back.
Yeah,
I cheat
too
back.
quick. Yeah.
I would believe it.
No.
I feel like a lot of girls are like that though. Like
No,
a
I
lot
don't
of
cheat
girls,
back.
I feel like a
I
lot of
leave.
girls get petty and they're like, "Oh,
Nah, I feel like
do it.
there has to be like most women will pick the man who is traveling often. Why? Because if you're at home all day, every day, there's no missing each other whatsoever. There's no like anticipation of like when you come home, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like I would get annoyed though.
annoyed,
What?
and I
Oh,
feel
no,
like,
oh, no.
Of
like, if
homeboy
you're-
staying at home all day. Yeah.
and I feel like the girls will miss that, like you said before, miss that ambition he has in him because
Yeah.
he's just at home. So all she sees is him just at home.
Yeah.
But when he's on the road, she's like, oh, he's on the road. He's out there getting it. He's ambitious.
No,
No?
no, because like, if somebody's at home, he's working. You have your own life. I mean, as a female, I would still be going to work out, going to do my own thing. We don't see each other that often. If you're traveling, I get used to not seeing you, and like, that shit dies down. But if you're working from home, I'm still gonna be living my life. I'm still gonna have my little girls' night dinner or whatever, like on Fridays, or I'm living my life. I don't have to be at home with you the whole time. Like, no.
Okay,
And he
so-
should actually be going to the gym too. So
I actually think so to her point. Yeah, I get it. But I actually think it's very important as well. Like if you can rent out like an office space, even if you are working from home, rent out an office space at WeWork, whatever, right?
WeWork.
Yeah, and straight up, and just leave to go and do your job. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be on your computer all day, that's cool. But where people go wrong is they stop like taking care of themselves. They start like not dressing up, as you know what I'm saying, like, and that's why I think it's important for you to leave the.
Good.
For you to leave the house and create some space between the two of you, because there is anticipation when you come home. Look, I traveled for about 3 years. Every week I was in a different city, and I'd be home on the weekends. When I would come home to my partner, my ex-partner, there was that anticipation. There was that like, oh, okay, when you come back home, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mama made dinner, and you know what I'm saying?
Mama.
She needs good old, homemade ranch dressing. You feel me? Like, so yeah, straight up.
Road dressing.
Yeah. So,
right. What did Bash for Cash say? I disagree with women watch corn way more.
Oh yeah.
So?
I would say.
You think
I would
so?
say yeah.
When's the last time y'all both watched corn?
no, it's actually a while. I used to watch it a lot.
Yeah.
And then I felt gross after. After I watch it, and then after that, and then after a while, I just started getting. I started getting too busy with work, and like it was just like. Yeah.
I think it affects men more mentally to watch porn.
It's for sure a false reality.
Yeah, whereas women can watch it and it's like whatever.
Yeah. More of a fantasy for
women.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What about you, Jess? When's the last time?
The other day I watched my own video.
That's lit.
Your own video?
Okay, Jessica.
Her own. That's good. Yeah, you got to. And you always gotta have them in the archives.
Okay,
bro.
look, I did that.
Yeah,
you gotta keep
what?
She did it last time. You
What, you
gotta
watch
keep
your
them in
own
the
vid?
archive. Yeah, you gotta keep them in the archives.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Hidden.
All right, and then we got hey y'all, love languages in order. Okay.
Hi, Amy.
Watching from Mexico. Hey, appreciate you, Mexico.
Thank you.
Hi,
Mexico.
Yes.
Appreciate you, Amy.
Hell yeah. Nah, but going back to that, I feel like that's what's really affected a lot of dudes. Like now you open up Instagram, it's basically corn. Let's be real. Right? I mean, you're kind of already like exposing a little too much, and you're seeing that. It's like you already that's why, again, it goes back to what you consume, right? And yeah, I feel like corn is just, it's not good. It's not good for men. For women, it's different. But
for women, I feel like it's almost the same thing for women.
It doesn't affect them as mental as it does for a man. And I'll be real, right? Like I haven't watched corn in like a year, I would say, right? Because I don't like to rot my brain with that kind of shit, right? I like to approach a date and be like, okay, yeah, that's the reward. Cool. Like if we end up together, that's fine. But I don't come off as like, I'm trying to get that. Because you separate yourself from that. If you watch too much corn, it's like you come off too aggressive, and you're like, I want to get, you
already like start talking about it, and then she's like, straight uncomfortable, whatever it is. All right, so when's the last first date you guys went on, and how was that first date?
It's been a while.
When's the last time?
I can't remember.
Can't remember?
Nah, what you mean you can't remember?
Like an actual date, a guy asked you.
Let's go on a date. Like, yeah.
Okay, but that's different because she doesn't let people get to know her.
Yeah, I mean, I've had people.
Man, bullshit. You just said
she's super trusting.
Yeah.
No. I have people asking me to go on dates, but I never like.
You confirmed earlier that they just pull up to the crib.
She was saying her girls. She said her girls. She said her girls.
Oh, okay.
Her friends and girls.
They just pull up at 2, 3 in the morning.
I'm outside.
Hey, what you doing tonight? Yeah.
No.
You know what I'm here for.
No, people go up to her and like she just kind of like, like she gets nervous and like it goes nowhere.
I don't know. I just don't give like I said, I am trusting, but like I don't give people
with friends.
I was gonna say you're more trusting with friends, probably.
Yeah, with friends, with guys, I'm kind of like
hitting on her.
Whatever. Like I don't know.
So when's the last time you got hit on?
Coming over here
for real
at the gas station.
Damn, for real. Yeah, it'd be happening like that. That's crazy. Dudes really
it kind of like
shoot
freaked
their
me out
shot
a
at
little
the gas station.
Yeah.
What about you?
What did he say to you though? What was he?
I was like pumping my gas, and like I just hear a car like skirt, and the guy comes out the car, and I'm like, holy shit!
Like, damn, mommy.
About to get like kidnapped.
What did he say? What did he say?
He was just like, oh my god, like you're very beautiful, blah blah. I was like, oh, thank you.
And then
And
he was like,
he got the digits.
He was like, can I get your Instagram?
Oh.
and you gave it to him.
Yeah, I was like, sure.
That's it. So now when he DMs you, you're probably gonna say nothing to him.
Yeah.
Was he cute though? Was he cute?
Oh, he's in Rumble, huh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Rumble.
Fire,
I didn't even
dude.
see that. What
This
is
is
it?
right here. This guy said, I pull how to use ageism as real, boys. I was trying to bang a 30-something algebra teacher when I was 14.
Damn, hey, my guy was going in young.
Guys don't care.
Hey, hey, how old are you? How old are you?
Said, I'm rich. I'm unemployed. I am employed in small village. That's crazy. We got like 5 people watching our Rumble.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Hey,
Shout out to Rumble. Hey, shout out to you guys, man.
Hey, shout out
That's
to Rumble.
cool.
This is our
What
first time
is
going
Fuck
live
yeah.
on
Hey, make
Rumble.
sure you guys follow. Well,
Yeah,
we will
straight
be
up.
Streaming every Thursday on Rumble now. We normally do YouTube, but tune in, subscribe, comment, all that good jazz. Have a good time with us every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30 CST.
Yeah, see, that went pretty quick, right? So we got like another 20 minutes.
We still got about 20 minutes. When's the last time you went on a date?
I have to pee so bad.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to bring up.
She's gonna pee
hold
real
up.
quick.
Oh.
Go ahead, Jess.
When was the last time you went on a date?
I don't know. Last week, maybe?
Last week? How was that?
So, I don't know.
Did it go anywhere?
I mean, it was just a date.
No, I know, but do you see it going on to the second date?
It's always a date. Every time.
What?
What does that
What do you
mean?
mean?
What
it's
do you
always a
mean?
date?
What does that mean? No, I'm
Like,
saying, but that.
So if I
Oh, okay. So you've already kind of been dating him.
well, if things continue, they continue. They don't, they don't. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool.
So how was the first date though?
It was cool. What happened?
When I was taking a shower.
Oh, you can just go up
Oh.
to the side, to the outback.
Yeah. It's so after the first date, you're like, have you been on multiple dates?
So you know what's weird is like, what do you consider a date? Because like roses and like pulling up to your house type of thing, I haven't.
No, that's not.
That's not a date.
No,
A date is
no.
like a guy's like, hey, let me take you out to eat, and y'all trying to get to know each other.
Yeah,
and
it's like a
everything
whole
else like that.
experience.
That's the date. That's a date.
Yeah.
So is a date only a date if they say it's a date? Or
Yeah,
if you
a
say
date's
it's
a-
No, to me, a date is you're pulling up with fucking flowers and like you're dressed very nice and I'm dressed nice. Like a date is not like I'm dressed casual. Okay, let's go crab. Like let's
No,
go
I agree,
get
I agree.
crab legs or anything.
I
No,
agree.
I'm not. No, that's not a date to me. That's just like okay, we're going out to eat.
Cajun shrimp.
No, a date.
No.
A date is like hey, on
It's
Friday.
Komodo time, baby,
On
yeah.
Friday, 8:30, be ready. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wear
and you-
this.
and then whenever you pull
Throw
up-
on a dress and some heels because we going out, baby
exactly,
girl. Yeah.
and you pull up with flowers. You need.
Yeah.
You need the
So
flowers.
it's-
So what's an ideal date for you?
Yeah, because I was
what I
have
just
a
said.
rebuttal
Yeah,
to
she
that.
just-
Okay, so
just said it.
so you would say a date. If a guy said, "Let me take you out on a date. We can go get some coffee and go on a nice walk to get to know each other." You would say that's not a date.
Yeah, but you just said let's go on. Let me take you on a date. So you had to say it.
I know that's
so
that
as
should
long
be
as
the
you say-
only confirmation of what a date
yeah,
is.
okay. So as long as you say, "Hey, let me take you on a date," that anything is a date. But
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're like, "Hey, let's go out to eat," and like you don't say like, "Oh, let me take you on a date to eat," and you
Then
just
you're like-
pull up to
I don't think you have
Shell
to.
Shack,
I don't think you have to
like-
say let's go on a date. You say, look, I'd love to take you out. What are you doing?
I think you
Saturday?
have
Yeah.
to. I think you have to say it's a
Nah,
date because
like-
if I tell a girl, hey, let me
Man,
just
that's-
take you
nah,
out.
it's whack shit.
If I tell
Nah.
a girl, let me take you out, her intentions are he's probably just trying to fuck. But if
Hell
I say,
nah.
hey, I'm trying
But-
to take
but-
you on a date, that
Yeah,
means I'm
but-
actually trying to get to know you and say, hey,
Nah,
maybe this can
but
go
it doesn't.
somewhere.
It doesn't just go from like let me just take you out. You got to build it up too, right? Throughout the whole week, you're do a little bit of texting. Maybe you call them directly and you start building
But
that
that's
contact.
before.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
what I'm saying.
I mean, my bad. That's
That's what I'm
after
saying,
you
but-
had already asked.
Yeah,
her.
no, I get it. But I'm saying though, even throughout that process, you tell them, hey, look, what are you doing Saturday? I'd love to take you out.
Okay, so if a
Eight
guy, if
o'clock,
a guy
I'm saying,
tells you
like-
that, are you gonna assume that's a date?
No, so then I'm gonna be like, okay, and then that's when it's his job to be like, okay, like we're going to this place unless you find something.
I know, but
different.
are you considering that a date?
Yeah,
Him just saying
yeah,
that, hey,
yeah.
let me just take you
Yeah,
out.
yeah, unless
Okay.
like you're asking me like for the coffee thing in the morning because there's not that common that people go to breakfast dates.
Yeah,
like,
no,
that is
no,
not
no.
that common unless if it's dinner, it's a date.
Breakfast date is
I don't
crazy.
know.
I haven't
That is
heard
crazy.
of breakfast
Yeah,
dates.
no.
You
Yeah, let me
just said
take
you're
it-
like, let me take on a
No,
date to
I-
get coffee.
That coffee is not breakfast. That's just coffee. You can have coffee any time of the day.
Oh, I can
but
only have it in the morning.
then you fucking got coffee breath and shit. Nah, man.
Yeah, that
this
coffee
shit's
breath
cool.
is disgusting.
It's
I
just
hate
crazy,
that
yeah,
shit.
man.
I don't smell people's coffee breath.
Nah,
Whenever
but like,
people get espresso martinis, man, my
I don't like
friend's
espresso
breath
martinis.
be stinking.
nah, I don't
Hey,
like
you
this
be
shit.
telling them though?
I do be telling them.
You be
I
like,
tell my
damn,
friend like,
stop
yo, like,
getting that.
yo,
You gotta stop
your
getting
breath.
that
Yeah,
breath.
I tell them straight up.
So
When
my
you talk
idea
to
of
me,
like,
look that way.
yeah, nah, for sure. I would assume that a date is I'm taking you out to dinner. We're getting dressed up, like she mentioned. We're, you know what I'm saying? That's the setting. That's what we're,
Yeah.
and a lot of people say, oh, why are we getting dressed up? Well, hey, man, you're adding value to the venue, to the restaurant. A lot of people forget that. You add value to the place. And so once you're done with dinner, it doesn't end there. You also go to maybe a speakeasy. You go to fucking some lounge, not no nightclub, but you go to some lounge and you keep it going, right? So essentially you're squeezing in a few dates in one night. And so,
And then she sleeps with you at the end of the night.
I mean, if it happens, you know. I
just
get it.
like,
I get it.
Hey,
but
shout out to Sarah real quick. That was one of the
Yes.
questions I had.
Oh, okay.
So in a healthy relationship or just any relationship,
Healthy.
to be honest, how much sex per week is enough? Or how much sex do you think a couple should be having inside of a healthy relationship?
yeah.
I've been talking too much. Go ahead.
Wait, what?
How much
How many
sex should
times?
you
How many
have
times a
per
week?
Oh, how many times? I don't know. I can't keep count. Like, it has to be
No.
a lot.
Every
Ideally for you.
Every day.
Just give us a number.
Of
How many
course,
times?
every day. Every day.
I mean,
Every day?
I mean,
Every
not
day.
There's
every
That's
no
crazy.
way
out
you
the
are
week.
serious. Bro.
Yeah, the
Not
fuck no.
every day
Hell
out the
no.
week, but a lot.
And like, when you say a lot, but like, how many are we talking? 3 or 4 times
Like
a
a day?
week? No, a week. A week. A week. A week. A week. A week.
Jessica?
She's like, a week again. A lot.
See, that's what happens nowadays. You know, all these women have all these little roses that they carry in their purses and shit.
Yeah.
Their
Oh.
expectation is like every
And
day.
when
Every
I need
day.
it, I'm getting it. Yeah.
I mean, not
That's
like
the,
every
the
day,
problem though, man. Like you,
'Cause
there's
I don't
no,
want every day.
yeah, but there's no excitement.
Yeah,
Like
none.
it becomes a routine.
Yeah, it's
So,
low-key
fuck all that shit. Nah,
It
straight up.
depends if you're just like boring, having like boring sex.
No,
and it's,
no,
like,
no, hold up,
missionary
hold up.
Every time, like that's so weird.
Well, a lot of women would just starfish it the entire
Yeah,
time.
they will. A lot of women do starfish.
Whatever, right? But that's what I'm saying. Like it's, I would say 3 to 4 times a week is cool. And I don't know about
Yeah.
every day.
Well, unless,
gotta build up
unless
some-
you make me mad, then that's when my toys they come along. But like,
I guess. Them toys about to be thrown out somewhere. She's
She's like, I've been looking everywhere for them.
Yeah.
everything's just
I
in
did
the
have
garbage.
a guy that like grabbed it and like tore it in half.
nah, you know,
How
I'm not
you
opposed to
tear
that.
it?
I get it. I'm not opposed to that. It's cool.
I'm dead. Like, good old dick twist.
Good old Dick Twin. the Dragon Master 3000.
All right. So inside of that sex relationship, who should be the initiator inside of that?
Guy.
How often should the dynamic be initiated? Should the girl give 40%, the guy give 60, 50-50, 30-70? Like, what's the percentage of who should be initiating the sex majority of the time?
I think that's the fun part. Like the girls, whenever you feeling it, like you initiate it, and whenever the guy
But
feels
see what I'm
it,
saying? It's not about
you
every day,
initiate.
but
No.
there's days where they won't feel it.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of the time they don't
Okay,
feel it.
a lot of the
And then that 1 week they will
Now,
feel it.
now I will say this: that it's more important for a girl to continue to have sex than it is for a man. At the
Keep the
beginning,
libido- you gotta keep the
at the
libido up.
beginning, yes, it's important for a man to have sex with a woman, but in the relationship, it's more important for a woman to continue to have sex with her man. That's how she feels valued. That's how women work. They're emotionally driven.
You're
right?
like, why
So
don't
you
you
tap
have
into their
sex with
emotions.
me?
100%.
You haven't asked me.
Yeah,
all
no,
week.
100%.
Of course I have it. I'm waiting for you to come and talk to me about it.
Yeah,
It should
man.
be
yeah.
both. It should be
Well,
both,
it
though.
should be both ways, but you got to think majority of men would love to have sex with their girl as much as they can, but it's
Yeah.
always y'all a lot of the time that's like, oh, I'm not in the mood, or it's my time.
Yeah,
Whatever
all
it
that.
is, it's always mainly
Man, you act
y'all
like you
because
got one hole.
Y'all do realize you got 3 or
You got
4
four.
of them, 3 or 4 of them.
You got 5, including the 2 ears.
Damn.
And then your
okay.
friends. No, I'm just playing. That's too funny. All right.
So
What's
Cassidy
this?
said,
Yeah.
she said, would you prefer an old-fashioned relationship where a man takes care of everything, but you don't have to live a very lavish lifestyle, but gets to travel 3 to 5 times a year? Or would you go 50-50, travel all the time and live more lavish?
Damn.
No, first option.
So you would be able to just chill, not travel too much.
I'm
not
working
too
too,
lavish.
so I can afford to take myself to travel.
So you would want to do the 50-50?
No, ain't no 50-50 here.
Yeah, I don't.
No,
I don't think
do that
50-50 works.
If you're a man, you know better than that. Like,
Yeah.
you're raised right. You don't,
No,
you don't
100%,
do that
100%. No, I agree with that, because then that's when a lot of the times, man, like you run into people who have too many voices in their ears. And what I mean by that is friends and family. But they tell you, well, you shouldn't, you should do more with yourself, right? Than having to put up with this. At that point, if you're doing 50-50, you have absolutely no right to really dictate how you want your relationship to shape out, right? So, again, you want someone who's strict, someone who's got, some kind of like restriction or control to an extent. A man who's doing 50-50 can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now if a man's doing the whole 100%, paying everything, paying your whole lifestyle, all that, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
Damn, I literally had a question for this fucking question right here. I literally forgot when you started talking. Damn.
Hi, Cassidy.
Yeah, shout out to Cassidy. Do we have any more on the rum?
Okay. I wanted to bring something up real quick. Let me pull it up. And then after that, we can go on to a different right.
Oh yeah, we can make it.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Let me make it bigger.
Yeah.
And then put it on the screen too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. All right, real quick. It says point of view. You turned 28 this year, and your man is 5 years wants to quit his finance job to pursue his dreams. Ooh,
That's good as long as you have savings enough to.
Look at her face. She's like, oh, I'm
gonna help him reach his dreams. That's fine.
Exactly. It has to be a good dream, though.
Yeah, a good dream.
A good dream?
Like as
You mean a vision?
Yeah.
Goals.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
A pathway.
Yeah.
What was good for you? Was good for him is good for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always.
Yeah, she looks concerned as hell.
Yeah, look.
She like, I don't think I want this life. Yeah, she like, I don't think I want this
Nah,
life.
again, and a lot of people say, well, that's their security. Like that's you saying, well, shit, if you take this risk, and a lot of the times girls who think that way are very conservative, and they love to just kind of have that old tradition where it's like just buy a house, be on a 30-year loan.
They want the stability.
They want the stability, security. I get it. There's nothing wrong with that.
What you're thinking about all the things he's gonna be messing around with.
His face right there.
But then there are women who are like willing to take that risk. But you, as a man, you have to present the idea enough for them to be like, yo, I see it.
And as a female, you have to know, like, do you believe in your man or not?
100%.
Yeah, that's true.
100%.
That's a good one. All right, so what is 2 good qualities you would look for in a man?
Strong-minded.
Passionate?
How would you define passion, though? How would you define it inside?
And the things that you do that you love, are you passionate? Are you excited? Like, are you, like, about your job or about what you have a dream about? Are you passionate about it? And then also, with me, are you passionate about me? Are you willing to put in, like, passion with me anywhere, in the bed, anything? Like,
So continue to attract you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Passion.
All right, so here's my next question. All right, so how long into the relationship, either month-wise or year-wise, is enough time for the man to start taking care of his woman? Does that make sense?
As in what kind of take care, like to what extent?
It like you're gonna, you want him to provide for you, right? So how many months or how many years would it take for you to be like, okay, now he should have already started providing for me?
Well, there's people that like, I mean, some of my friends, within 3 months, he's like, okay, I'm paying for your cell phone bill. Like, I'm doing this, I'm paying for your rent. Within 6 months, he's like, you're moving in. Like, I got everything. Regardless, like, even if moving in or moving out, like, I'll pay for your bills, I'll take care of you, like, don't worry. Or, like, there's situations where they don't want you to work anymore. And they're like, I'll take care of everything. Like, don't worry about it.
Okay, but what I'm saying is how deep, how long should that, what is a good amount of time? What is a good amount of time that you would, I guess you could say, would you start already expecting your man to start taking care of you if you are really going to be?
You wouldn't
expect it?
No.
I get it.
But you just said you wanted him to provide.
I'm a hardworking woman, so in the beginning, I'm handling things myself. If he wants to do it within a month, damn, like, shout out to you, you're fucking amazing. But I don't expect it. It's gonna happen whenever it happens.
So what if you got into a year with him and then he was like, all right, now I want to start providing?
Well, it just depends what he's asking for. If he's asking to move in together, like, you're gonna take care of everything. If we're still living separately and he's like, hey, like, I see you're doing great with your goals and stuff like that. Like, I'm gonna pay for your rent. Like, you just
Or support your goals.
yeah. Like you just can't. It's not a time limit. I don't expect it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that because I feel like again, if you're moving intentionally, you're truly attracted to a woman, and she shows a level of respect for you, and you. Damn. Okay.
Oh, no, I gotta do this one.
I would also argue though that like it's my own personal opinion. I feel like it's the old tradition was before you move in together, the man will go and throw them on. The man
I like them.
the man will go and ask for her parents' blessing. Right? That was the old tradition was like if she's gonna move in with you, it's because you're gonna ask for their you know what I'm saying, their approval that I'm gonna marry your daughter and we're gonna live our life and this and that. So that's gone now. No one does that. Especially here.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Here in the Western world. But I would counter that and say, well, if you're gonna get with someone, I don't think it's ideal for you to move in before you marry her. Right? You marry your partner. The reason is because if you move in with someone, the anticipation of you getting married doesn't carry much value to where if you were to say, well, I will marry you, and once we do get married, I want you to move in with me. Mm-hmm. So there's some level of like,
moving up the ladder.
Yeah, straight up. So, that tradition is gone, but you can always tweak it in some kind of way, right? And so I'm not saying you can't move in with your partner before marriage, but I think it would be beneficial and I think it would create some level of excitement to be like, okay, once I do marry my partner, like we get to actually live together.
So you what if like you guys like move in together and you guys like literally can't stand each other?
But that's the problem. It's because
living with the person you
But what's okay? So when you get with someone, right? When you start a relationship with someone, what's the idea behind it? What's the vision? The vision is that you're going to grow together. You're going to have family, kids, all that. That's really what it should be, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if you were to move in with them before marriage, yeah, you get to learn about the person and this and that. But what if, like to your point, what if you can't stand each other now that whole vision is gone? Mm-hmm. But you're with a person long enough to say,
like that's what
you and I get married. We're going to start our life together. We're going to have kids, family. We're going to move in together. You're already married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you ain't going to be separating none of that shit. Like, it ain't going to happen. Yeah. I mean, even if it takes a year or 2 years, whatever, like, there should be enough information for you to feel like this is the right person for me. So, again, that tradition is gone. But I would say you can still carry it on in different ways.
So you want to be married?
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Of course.
You don't?
That's correct. Not really. I just don't see the benefit for me. Like, my parents are still married, but I think that's just sometimes you get, I don't want to say lucky. Nothing. Nobody. Like, the idea of it's cool.
Who hurt you?
The idea of being married is cool. No, that has nothing to do with liking women.
No. It's just, what he's saying is that the system is not formed for a man for marriage. No. Which, again, look, everyone can...
No, I don't think it has to do anything with the right person. Because even if I met the right person and everything like that, there's just still the possibility of everything else in between. And I don't like the idea of getting married by the court system, nor
church.
By the. I mean, the church is cool too, but I don't even, I don't really believe in religion like that. So I wouldn't even get married by the church either. So it's like if I'm not going to get married by the church and I don't even respect the court system, it's like there's nothing tying me to you to say that we should get married, right? It's just more like, hey, I do want to marry. I like the idea of like, you wear a ring, I wear a ring, but we don't need to have the court or the church be like, oh, you guys.
What if you go to like Vegas and like, hey, let's get married?
Hell, eloped? Nah, not even eloped.
That's the same thing as doing the paperwork.
Yeah, it's more paperwork.
I mean,
Let me ask you women this. So you guys are in a relationship, you get married, you're in a relationship for 20 years, the attraction phase, you're in your 40s. Yeah. Are you taking the man shit? Are you taking another shit?
If you're 20 years in,
of course they are, bro.
You kind of have to. You have to expect that because she put in 20 years of her life, depending on you and trusting you. You got to leave something, man. You can't be a complete dick and be like, nah, like I'm just gonna.
What if she was the one that walked away?
If she was disloyal, that's different, I would say, because there was something along the way brought you to wanting to, like, you know what I'm saying, disrespect me. And maybe there's some things that I could have to, like, you know, I could have tried to work out, and maybe I got comfortable. Maybe I stopped giving you, you know, less attention, whatever the case is. Because a lot of the times women will cheat because something's wrong at home. That's really what it is, right? If they're truly attracted to their man, they won't cheat. Now, it's different for a man, where a man can cheat and feel no emotion. That's different.
Let's not call it cheating.
Disloyal, right? Infidelity.
So honestly, before a woman cheats, like I do.
You do what?
Wait, no, I don't cheat.
Continue. You do what? You do what?
I do know whenever, like, if a woman does feel like looking the other way, I personally, I would tell my man, I communicate before anything goes left. Like,
majority of them do that.
I'll tell you, like, I need you to fix this. I need you to fix this. I need to be, like, you need to be.
I like that. That's cool.
Majority of women, will do that.
Like, where things are not gonna go right.
Yeah.
Y'all do, and then by the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th time of you not fixing it, when it's like, man, screw it, I'm gonna just go get this.
But that's what I'm saying.
Well, no, I would just leave the relationship because I'm like, you're wasting my time.
I thought you said you would
next. No, I was going with what he was saying. All right, stop. No. Stop trying to twist my words. No, but yeah.
Okay.
That's funny. All right,
I communicate at least. I think communication is the key.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
What is the last one say? Baby J. My bad, I had a burp.
Especially in this generation and the way a lot of guys are women need confirmation of what is. A gentleman sees the value in the woman. He will ask her properly out on a date.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, that's right. So again, you ain't got to throw in I personally don't think you got to throw in the word date. I can, again, if you're feeling it out.
You don't have to throw it.
No, I don't know. You just, say it in a way of like, yo, baby girl, what you doing this Saturday? Oh, you free?
Like
Hey,
no,
that's cool. I'm pull up and pick you up.
I'm pick you up. We go to 7:30. Dress nice.
Yeah, throw on something cute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway,
that's funny.
Yeah.
Real quick, we can go to Rumble real quick just to see that.
Rumble one last time.
Back. Yeah, just to see what's there, and then we can come right back.
Rumble is
there anything there?
It's like another form of YouTube.
Nah.
Okay, cool. All right, go ahead. You can.
So all right, so again, we've kind of hit the hour. Thank you guys for tuning in. But before we do end it, we always do this, right? We always ask our guests.
Y'all want one more shot?
One last shot. Let's do it.
I'm good.
No?
I'm driving.
Jess?
It's okay.
Let's do one more. Fuck it. Before we end the show, I always ask our guests, what'd you think of the show?
It was pretty chill. I was really nervous at first.
Yeah?
I wanted y'all to actually
To what?
give us some some good things to argue about.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but hey, look, this is where we kind of, we open up the space to where, like, a lot of the times we have guests on and they're like, oh, we thought you guys were going to target us. We thought you guys were going to.
I wanted to be targeted.
You should have said that, and we would have. I wanted it to be a little.
All right. So let's talk shit. All right. Hold up. Let's talk shit. All right. What's your body count?
Oh, you do need to go restroom, right?
All right. What's your body count then?
3.
And
Let's
are you
talk
on?
shit.
Hey, no wait. Are you on birth control?
Are you on birth control or not?
Not on birth control. Definitely not.
Cool.
No. And body count, I have no idea. We're not in middle school anymore.
Okay,
we
cool.
don't count that shit.
All right, that's
You
cool.
don't-
Now,
I think you should still count.
Yeah, no, you 100% should count it because
should still
it
count
actually
that.
it defines
You
a
just have to
woman.
be selective on who you let inside of your body.
You could so there's plenty of girls that are selective with 30, 50, 60 guys going
I'm
in
not going around and just
Girls
like,
are
oh, you
selective.
have it,
They
you
are
have
very
it, you pick pussy.
selective.
No, we're not. Sorry. No,
Very selective.
Okay, all right.
definitely not.
All right. So have you ever had a one night stand? Both
Yes.
of y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I'm in another country, yes.
In another country, you do
Yep.
one night stands.
Yep.
That's
if I'm
crazy.
single and yeah.
No.
No, you know what? No, I get it. Because
If I'm
like,
single and I know I'm never gonna see this
See,
person
that's
again.
that's exactly why though men don't like the idea of women's trips, just because that exact
If I'm
statement.
taking 100%, I'm not
It's
looking
giving
anywhere
hella
else.
masculine,
No,
hella
no,
masculine.
no.
nah, but she said it. If she's single, it's different.
I'm
Okay,
single.
I get it.
If I'm taking, fuck no. My focus is on the girls. We're gonna have a great time. Like, I don't care about the guys. Guys would be ruining the trip.
Stop the cap.
What about your man saying, "Hey, look, all the boys, we're getting together. We're going to Minion."
That's fine. No, not Medellin. Sorry.
Can I go to Medellin?
She said that's
No.
fine.
Sorry,
That's
I
fine.
just thought of a boys
Why
trip.
not,
Boys
though?
trip anywhere else is fine. Colombia, get the fuck out of here.
Why?
I wouldn't
Because
do-
you know what they're going
I
for.
went to Colombia and I know what the fuck. They were offering me girls. The
Damn.
fuck am I
Hell
gonna
yeah.
do with 5
Nah,
girls?
hey,
You know
it's
what
a
you
whole,
can
it's
do
a whole
with five-
experience. It's a whole
You can do a
experience.
lot
I'm
with 5
cleaning,
girls.
packing my
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
unpacking.
You
No,
can
It's
do
a
a lot
whole
with
experience.
5 girls.
definitely
No,
not.
and they anyway,
No.
so
No Colombia
do a-
here. No.
you can do a lot
If
with
I
five. I've been-
if I start talking to somebody and then I find out they went to Colombia, like you're out. That's a big red flag.
Big red flag?
Yep.
Dang, that's crazy.
damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, I ain't never
Yep.
been, so it's
Well,
okay.
I have been, yes. I have
Red
been.
flag.
No, not red flag. No, not red flag. I'm single.
Maroon flag.
I'm
Hey, but
I'm
he's
single.
single.
I'm
He's
single.
single,
hey,
so it's okay,
You know what I'm
right?
saying?
That's still nasty. What were you
how the
doing?
fuck is that nasty?
Because you know.
Who says I went to go out and fuck around? Nah, I didn't say all that. I went for the
She
experience
insinuated.
What
She
experience?
insinuated.
Because you could go to any other place, but you chose Colombia. Why?
because my boys
He
wanted to
ain't
go.
been to Colombia yet.
Yeah.
I haven't been either, so the next
No,
time I
I've
go, it's
been.
gonna be like that for me.
Yeah, no, I've been, and it's
Oh, okay,
look,
see.
I went back in June, a whole experience in the sense that like the people, the culture,
Yeah.
it's dope.
It is
really
beautiful,
is. It's beautiful.
But I do know people that like for guys go for a specific.
I don't
reason.
pay-
when it's a bachelor party.
I don't
like,
pay for
I
it.
think that's
That's
I
a little.
don't-
That's a little bit different. He was
Okay,
just
that's-
saying in
that's my
terms
point.
of just.
No,
going
I
to
don't
go.
pay for it. I don't feel right paying for it. So again, and so to some extent, you are paying for it here, right?
And that boy said,
he did.
Nah, but it's a beautiful country, man. Like it's
No, it's really beautiful.
Yeah, hell
It's so
yeah.
beautiful over there. The culture, like the music is fire.
So she won't date sales guys, and she won't date guys who've been in Colombia.
Definitely not.
but she'll go and have one night stands in
Yeah,
other countries.
in Spain.
That's crazy.
If I'm single,
Spain, the last one.
if my man wants to go to Colombia, I'm going with you. Like we're
Alright,
gonna have the best time.
Here's so you would have threesomes with your man and other women in Colombia.
Not in Colombia.
Why not?
No.
But still, in general, you would have threesomes.
Nah,
with
you
your
know
man.
what? Like, there's a misconception about Colombia that like everyone's a sex worker is not true.
Well,
It's
answer
not
my
true.
question though. So are you gonna have threesomes with your man?
No. I would have threesomes with somebody that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you?
I don't care about sharing dick that's not mine.
Okay, yeah. See, most girls are like that. Most girls are like, as long as it's not mine.
If you're my man, like I'm not sharing.
Yeah.
Unless it's like some like little raggedy.
Oh, so she can't look better than you.
Some Oak Cliff girl.
No, definitely you can't be nasty either. No.
Some Oak Cliff.
So if you had a
Yo,
okay,
Roger,
so
you
then
gotta-
you wouldn't do it. Okay,
gotta
yeah,
charge
because I was about to say if you ask a man, damn, bro, the addiction is real.
Hey,
put
look,
that thing on the
addiction.
charger.
No,
Put that
but
thing
you
on
know,
the charger.
you know what that does? That actually like levels me out.
Oh, that
It balances me out in
was
different
tough.
aspects, right? Keeps my senses sharp. Anyway, ain't nothing wrong with going to Colombia. I'm
All
just
right, when's
saying.
the
No,
last
there's
time-
nothing wrong with going to Colombia.
When's the last time you
Colombia's
had
beautiful.
sex?
Last time? It's a good question.
It's a real good
Actually, not too long ago.
Yeah, no, you need the bottom one.
Actually, not too
No,
long
no,
ago.
you
like this one?
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, you're suicidal.
You know what good
Crazy
is.
guy.
You know what good
You
is.
know what good is?
You have good taste.
But yeah, how long?
Not too long ago.
No.
Was it not too long ago? Not too long ago.
Not too long ago.
He paid that 150.
He paid that. Nah,
What
hell
about,
nah,
what about
nah.
you, Kim? When's the last time you had
No,
sex?
when's the last time you had sex?
I'm asked you. I asked
No,
him.
no,
and he,
no.
Ladies first.
No, go
Besides
ahead.
Ariel, he gets
Well-
an exception.
You go first.
Oh, I can easily go. Let me think. When was it? What's today? Thursday. It was Monday night, Tuesday night. Yeah, Tuesday night.
Yeah.
I like your shoes. Where'd you get them from?
They're actually like tennis shoes. Actually.
Wait, are you wearing Gucci socks?
Mm-hmm. With some shoes, yeah. Just some shoes, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have the nice little subtle.
What about you?
Subtleties, the subtleties. Yeah. When's the last time you had sex?
Hey, Jeff.
And that's actually your question as well.
What about you?
When is the last time you had sex?
They're asking you a question.
Nah, you wanted to talk shit.
My toy has recently been used.
Nah, man, come on. No.
Say,
Hell no.
Say when's the last time.
Nah, when's the last time?
Jessica,
I'm trying
Both
to
of
think.
y'all.
can y'all please let her think?
Yeah, we'll let both of y'all think. How you gonna let us ask questions? and
Yeah,
you be
man,
"Oh,
like,
I'm not
you're
gonna
trying to
answer
talk.
that one."
All right,
I'm
let's
not
talk.
gonna
Time
answer
is
that
left.
Let's talk.
Talk good shit.
Yeah, talk your shit.
one. When was the last time you had sex?
Jessica,
I'm still thinking.
Whatever. So how are y'all gonna just avoid this?
Yeah,
whole
man,
question?
come on. We talking
Who
shit.
asked this question anyways?
Open discussions.
Yeah. So if it was last week, it was last week. If it was
I've
2
been
weeks
celibate
ago.
for 5 years.
Mad
That's
cat.
a straight lie.
Cat.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
What day are we at?
Today's Thursday.
New Year's?
I think I'm drunk. I can't. I don't know.
There's no way.
I'm just kidding.
Come on. So when's the last time? 2 weeks ago? A week ago? This morning?
Yeah, you ain't gotta give a specific date, but
It's not that soon.
A month?
Jessica?
Hold on, I'm thinking.
Can you play the music?
We need answers for both of y'all.
You
Good
first.
answer. I literally just answered. I literally said on Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday? Yeah.
So what you think? That's marriage material or no?
You said marriage? I just told you I'm not down to get married, so
You
I can't
go
just think
fucking
of.
and
No, I just don't.
Excuse me,
I just
shit.
don't think marriage is something
Sorry.
that I would want to do. I can be, with somebody for a long time, but just not. I just think marriage is like.
So do you believe in faith?
In what?
Nah,
In
you
faith?
can create anything that you want to create. No, I don't believe in faith. I mean, it's a good analogy
gonna
to
stand
use a lot.
beside
It's a good analogy to use a lot of the time. Oh, it was just faith or whatever it is. But no, do I really believe in it? No, I don't really believe in karma. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in none of that stuff. It's all like just made up words that we say like oh, good luck. Yeah, okay, cool, good luck. There's plenty of time people tell you good luck and then you don't get the job or you don't get the promotion or whatever it is. So it's just like
But
luck is
whenever
what it
whenever
is.
you speak too much about your things and you expect people to give
The
you luck,
universe,
that
the
kind of
universe,
like
the universe is very giving, right? If you put it into action, it's very giving, right? Like I do believe in that in the sense that
What luck?
no, not
Oh,
luck.
okay.
I'm just
The
saying
universe
like
is
I don't even want to say manifestation, but like you put into the universe, it's giving.
Yeah, like it's like you can't put nothing out and then expect, oh, I'm gonna get all this stuff. No, you gotta put stuff out there for it to come back to you. So obviously, like again, luck, karma, all that other BS. I just don't really believe in none of that.
I can't believe in luck because that means you're just expecting something to go right or wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, when was the last time?
What are you talking about again?
Love
man,
going
come
away
on,
from
hey.
it. How you
Hey,
gonna
what's the next
ask?
question?
Man,
No, that is the question.
Heck, no,
What
that
you
is the
mean?
question,
It
and
has
you
to
want
be
to
the next
avoid
That's
that.
the question.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
What about you, Jess? When's the last time?
Man, come
Let me
on.
look at my calendar.
What?
Yeah, go look. She's like on this specific day.
All right.
Next question.
My bad. Yeah.
No,
go ahead.
no. You're good. I'm thinking.
It's hot in here. Yeah.
Nah,
hot.
the fan
Did
cool.
y'all get anything for Christmas?
Hell no, I didn't get nothing for Christmas. Usually
'Cause
men
you don't have faith.
No,
Next.
men don't usually get gifts for Christmas though. And Christmas isn't really all
If I'm
about
talking,
gifts.
if I'm with somebody, he gonna get a gift for any holiday.
I'm a giving person. I like to give.
Men,
I
but
don't-
see,
I'm a
men are
giver
more
too.
giving though. We are more giving. We would like the people around us to have the nice stuff while we can just have bare
Yeah.
minimum. That's how men are though.
She's still checking the calendar.
I did.
So what day was it?
Yeah,
Go
what was
ahead.
it?
What day was it?
What day was it?
You
Well,
check
you
the
how
calendar.
long
The
ago?
Time too.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Fuck it, yeah, why
not? Anything after
And how
2
long
p.m.
was it?
2 a.m.
Was it long enough? Did it count?
Damn y'all for real waiting.
Dang, did it count?
You know what?
Oh,
Actually,
man.
let's pivot to
Sorry.
this. Let's pivot to this. What would you say it's like a good time, like in the range of like having sex with a person? How what do you feel like is
How soon? When meeting a person? Is
no,
that
no,
what
no,
you're saying?
no. In the moment, like how long does a man have to last? What would you say
okay.
that the sex, the experience has to last?
I mean, if he's like quick with it, I hope he can go like rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Rounds is great, but the passion has to be there. Like the
I mean,
the
Yeah, like the foreplay.
the foreplay
Yeah,
has
yeah.
to be there. If it's just like and business handled and that's it, like that shit's
Yeah, I know.
You know what's funny? I saw this clip of Andrew Tate, and he was like, "Man, if you can't last, you gotta sell it. You gotta be like,
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta go make some fucking money on this."
Nah, straight up, and that kind of brings me to that point too. Like you make an investment, you make a risky investment. You can't tell your woman that you just lost all the money. You got to be like, hey, baby, look, I just invested into something, so we're gonna live fucking Spartan mode right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the outcome, just trust me. Although you just took a big fucking loss somewhere, but you can't expose that. So look, again,
Poker
right?
face is on. Poker face is on
Yeah,
right
straight
there.
up. All right, well,
Before we go,
Go ahead.
I want to make an announcement.
go for it.
So everybody who's watching, we are announcing a giveaway later on this week.
We're giving out a car.
Ariel is. No, but seriously, we are having a giveaway this week to celebrate the new year. Details will be posted on open discussions, during discussions. So tune in. Make sure you share it. Blah blah blah. Yada yada. You'll see details. Anything else you guys want to say? David.
Oh yeah, but it was your question. Your question to lead out with.
We already did
Yeah, the experience of the show.
Oh yeah. You said spicy. What'd you say,
that.
Jess?
Boring.
They said it was born.
What'd you say, Jess?
No, I had a great time.
No, yeah.
No, what'd you say though? I don't remember you saying anything.
No, she said it was.
She did because she was like, "Oh, I was expecting it to get spicy," and then it didn't. But it's cool. We'll bring you back on next time.
Yeah. This is only the first.
Yeah,
show.
you're in auntie mode today. You normally aren't in auntie
Look,
mode.
we got pizzas today. We're gonna get crab legs next time.
Oh yeah, that ain't happening.
Nah,
Crab
she don't
legs.
like-
I don't even
she don't like it, they don't
seafood.
crab
Yeah,
legs. That's
I don't
crazy.
even like seafood. And anything to do with crabs, we don't want none
Yeah,
of that around.
straight
You don't
up.
have to. You'll be alright.
Yeah, we don't want no crabs or anything like that around here. All right, with that being said, appreciate you guys for tuning in to the episode of Open Discussions. We will see you for the rest of this year, 2025, every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. What is it, CST? Or
Yeah,
whatever it
Central
is.
Standard Time.
Yeah, whatever.